Hello, YouTube. The recording is now on. We are ready to continue Pillars of Eternity 2 after I've dicked around with the stream for like 5 minutes. Let's continue. If you want me to dick around with you, wait, no, I should reword that. If you want, if you want to see all the parts of the stream, you got to catch it live. Don't clip that and don't quote that. But anyway, we have sea shanties now. And I have a very happy crew. Where the hell was I going? I was exploring a bit. I have filled out a large chunk of this map now. Because I didn't like all the gaps in it. There's still a gap here, and there's still a gap here, and I don't like that. And a tiny gap here. I can clean that gap. If you want to see all the iguanga dicking, there is a channel for that in the Discord. Don't... I'm not usually one to promote that aspect. There. Losing morale. Hang on. How's our food setup? They're currently on water. Yeah, we can go to like 95 and then pull in the meat to push it back up to 100 and just do that, just swap it back and forth. Be fine. 95's still happy. These are lovely. I love sea shanties. Right. Giving them Mahora meat? Yeah. I've got 40. I treat my crew well, okay? You have 5 days of water, and then we get to celebrate and bring out the Mahora meat, just so you don't get overcapped on happiness. Hey, Chrissy. Oh, by the way, if you ever see me start talking, but my mouth isn't moving, for example, if this starts happening, right? It means I'm slouching. It means I've slouched, and my mouth is now covered by the microphone. So that's your tell. You'll know, because usually my mouth tracking works pretty okay. But if I start slouching, or slouch a little bit, then it cuts out sometimes. See? Can't be having that. Make sure I'm sitting up straight. Also, you can also hear it. Oh, I'm actually closer to the mic when I'm doing that, so there's probably a difference in how I sound. Right, quests. What have we got going on? A raider fled to the wilderness northwest of Nekitaka. Nekitaka is over here. I've not actually explored the island. Yeah, Nomu the Wanderer. So there's like something here, something here. This is outside of my jurisdiction at the moment. That's 3 skulls. You can enable turn-based mode combat in Pillars 2, yes. If that is your preference. We also need to explore this city more, because we only really went to like the first area. Alright. Grab all the fruit. Pillage the dead. You know, they're not using their stuff anymore. Be better use in my pocket, don't you think? How much would be missed if one skips the first game? Everything. It's a direct sequel. You are playing as the same character. There is a quick recap at the start of the game. So you don't have to play the first game, really? It gives a quick recap, and there's a glossary with terms, like you can just highlight things in chat and it tells you what they are. When things like Wadewynn's Legacy are brought up, because that's all game 1. But if you just rather watch the first playthrough, it's all on the VOD channel on my YouTube page. Yeah, social links in chat. You just watch the VODs for the entire Pillars of Eternity 1 playthrough, if you would rather watch than play. It's all there. Right, a tomb rises from the earth before you. Its stone exterior is well wrought and decorated with reliefs of Tangaloa and Ngati. It likely houses the body of someone important to a local Huana tribe. Pillage. Find a handful of common gemstones in a small leather pouch. Free scoria. It would take 10 years to watch that. Oh. Another free. 4 peridots. Keep going. 2 scrolls of blessing. There is nothing left but the dead. Alright, leave them be then. I finished my pillaging. Alright, let's grab this fruit and see what's going on here. You're cutting your way through the dense, hilly jungles to the west of Nekitaka when you stumble upon a small campsite. At first, it merely appears abandoned. The 2 tents present have collapsed, but then you see the bodies. 2 corpses, torn apart and mostly eaten, sprawl across the dark earth. Search the area with my 20 perception. The campsite has been thoroughly destroyed. The tents lie crushed as if under some great foot. A kettle rests on its side, very nearly caved in, and the fire has been stomped out. The trees to the south hunch bent aside, as if whatever caused this carnage came from and left by that direction. Examine the tracks. Adder, there you go. You recognize the large, uneven, roundish tracks as those of a lurker, a massive conglomeration of carnivorous plants. That's a lot of text. You also note a wide groove down the center of the tracks. It seems the lurkers were dragging something heavy behind them when they left. Can I sense any spirits? You focus your watcher abilities, opening yourself to the presence of any lingering essence. A vision tugs at you, dragging you forward like the rushing current of a flooded river. You see creatures nigh twice the height of a human, standing among the ruins of your campsite, eating the corpses of your fellows. Vines and moss hang from their amorphous bark-covered form. Lurkers. Waves of anger and fear wash over you. Anger and fear, but also faith in Aeophus returned. And, with a prayer on your lips, you fire arrows from your enchanted bow, each as cold as sleet. You hear a rushing sound to your right and turn to face it. The vision ends abruptly. Enchanted bow, you say? Search for salvage. A few hides, antlers, and other trophies lie around the camp. But I did not find them. The small chest buried in the collapsed tent contains a variety of fresh food. Sugar, milk, merkberries, water, eggs. 6 eggs? Yo, you're spoiling me. 4 porks and 7 fresh fruit. You want to put that lamp of yours to use, Choti? Rest now, my brethren. I promise I will safeguard your journey. Head bowed, Choti sways her lantern for a long while in harvest, providing ample time for the missionary's souls to accept the pull of the light. Do I follow the tracks? The creatures seem to have put no effort into hiding their tracks, and you easily follow them deeper into the jungle. The path enters a clearing, and you almost walk into it without recognizing the danger. From the edge of the foliage, you see numerous lurkers among a few bulbous, dank spores. The primordials remain almost entirely still, seeming no more threatening than the trees that surround them.
Val, time to have some water.
Stop slouching.
Thank you. Right. Use spyglass, why not? In addition to the lurkers and dank spores, your spyglass reveals a few smaller sporelings lurking in the undergrowth. Furthermore, you see the corpse of a young elven woman, her right leg horribly twisted. The body grasps a bow in its right hand, the intricately tooled wood of which appears to shimmer with a fine layer of frost. I'd sneak closer, but I know one of you guys is gonna mess it up. Can we conjure a magical decoy? Alof, can you summon some tentacles? Chanting quietly, Alof performs a complex rite and summons something at the far edge of the clearing. It crashes loudly through the thick growth. The lurkers slowly shift and stomp away after the sound. The spores, however, remain. Alright. Hey, are we starting in stealth? Alright. Oh, what's up with you? You're in the slog zone. Oh, yeah, no, you don't want to be caught in the slog zone. Right. Everyone set to attack. You attack that. Actually, Mystic, even in the real-time section here, the behaviors you can give to your characters means that if you set these up right, game plays itself. But you might want to have some input still, so turn-based might still be preferable. But I could just hit go.
Whoa, look.
And I'll be able to just watch. Because I am confident in the abilities I've given my dudes. Why are you shooting her?
I thought we were friends.
I'm suddenly less confident. Are you charmed? You are.
Whack him any harder.
She's alright now. Mostly confident. Alof is at 5 health, but you know, Alof's down. I shouldn't have been confident. I should have taken over. That heal went out way too late. No one's attacking. Alright. The behaviors could do with some tweaks.
Feel pace.
You're fine. Walk it off. Alright, well there's the Frostseeker bow. Thanks for making me look stupid, because I thought I set everyone up nicely. I gave everyone custom behaviors. I mean, you're still on mostly manual casting. I named that because it's like, I don't want you casting too much without my say-so. But if there's a... Hang on, I want to change that. That shouldn't be targets in melee range for tentacles. That should be... Prioritized by greatest number of enemies is good. Target. I'm not sure what to set this to make him do it if there's just if he sees a group. Status of target? No. Health of target. I just want target clumped together, if that's even a thing. If there's like 3 dudes there, distance to target. If the target has more than one enemy in melee range, yeah, okay. Which means if the target has at least 2 buddies next to it, you'll throw tentacles at them. Good. Right. So, there's a charmed dog. That's my dog now. 25% more combat speed. You move quicker in combat and your party will crit more. Oh god, do I want that dog? Currently I have damage with ranged weapons. And it gives the party increased accuracy, deflection, and reflexes, but only to distant targets. Now let's go with a striding dog. We run faster and we crit more. That's just weapon attacks. All weapon attacks. Doesn't have to be ranged. That just seems better to me. Okay, so we got a magic bow. And I'm pleasantly surprised that no one was bullying me for my bad AI. Right, Frost Seeker. Seems pretty good. It's a unique bow. Where's its unfit for melee? Lose deflection against melee weapons. I mean, you shouldn't be in melee when you're wielding a bow anyway. Hello, Roxa. Exceptional. Fire multiple projectiles at slightly reduced damage, plus 10 as freeze. Free slash damage AoE at target location on crit. That's a very nice bow. Don't know if I know anyone who's good with bows. You have crossbow. I mean, you can use a bow. Everyone can use a bow, but I mean like proficiencies, you know? You do not have, what is it? Is it a, what kind of bow is it? It's a war bow. Screw it. It's a cool bow. No. No, put the bow. You don't want to equip it? Oh, there you go. Save. Alright, let's head around. Are you still injured or are you good? I'm not sure if returning to the map. I mean, it says injured crew 0, but you can't see that because I'm covering it with my giant tits. But I'm not sure if crew is in reference to my whole party or just the people on the ship. Actually, let's go here first, because that's definitely going to be a fight. This could be something else. You notice a small pavilion containing a large weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path. It appears to be a Huana shrine. Identify the shrine with your 8 religion. The statue bears the shape of a nude woman with the head of a monstrous fish. It portrays Ngati, the Huana's rendition of Ondra. An inscription runs along the shrine's base. The surf smooths stones, but also crushes them into sand. I will use my cipher abilities to meditate as we rest. Seated at the shrine, you steady your breathing and allow your muscles to loosen. You organize your thoughts, setting them in order. When you stand, everything seems less perilous or more attainable. Does that actually give me a buff, or is that just flavor text because I'm a cipher? I have no idea the context of that damn quote. Holy crap. Hello, bad guys. How are you?
Real quiet now.
Enemy spotted. No, you're the monk. I will stay in stealth. Because I'm going to immediately shoot one of them. Probably the closest one. Barbarian, a druid, and the marauder. I should probably shoot the caster. Let's go for the caster. You will go for the barbarian. You also go for the druid. And you two move in like here. Right. Now you can start casting. I'm about to be spotted first, though. Shoot that one then. With a blinding shot. So he always opens up with Spirit Shield. And now he's gonna steal the spells of the spellcaster. I've got Choti working on blessing as many of us as possible as her first move. Once you've stolen those spells... Woodskin. Oh, that buffs allies. And it works for spell shaping, so I can make... Why is my spell bar jiggling? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is it like that for everyone or just Alof? You're fine. Oh, it's stabilized. Okay, no, we're good. We got some real jiggle physics going on here. Let's get a circle of protection up. Oh, my focus is maxed, so I'm automatically about to eat someone's soul. Probably should do it to the person who has more health. There you go. Take off half his health in one swing. Right.
Of course.
Then back it up. And you can switch back to gun. Actually, do a finishing strike on that guy. That'd be good. Have you cast Woodskin? I mean, you have, but you only get to cast it once anyway. I will shape my fireball to be smaller and more potent. And then immediately re-aim it because you fucking moved. Ooh. What? Did I just see 188 damage? Or did I misread something? Holy crap. I think I misread something. The fireball grazed Nomu for 21 fire damage. My finishing blow crit for 39. And my finishing blow also interrupted them. What the hell just a deer. A deer just chucked a bomb. I need to go through his bomb throwing AI, I think. You should only be using that against multiple enemies.
As you wish.
Yeah, I was thinking I set it up right. Tank behavior, that's the one I made. Right, where are your bombs? Your bombs are here. If the target has extra enemies in melee range, is that counting the enemy of the enemy, meaning allies then? Do I want to swap this round? I think I do. Target, hang on. Distance target. If the target has greater than one ally in melee range, and no, and the target has greater than 0 enemies in melee range, and I flick the not on that, so as long as the target has no enemies in melee range, meaning us, and at least one of its own allies in melee range, Ada will throw a bomb. If he has one. But he only does that once every 2 minutes, so he doesn't burn all his bombs in one fight. So he'll generally use one bomb in a fight, and only if there's a group. And if that's the case, some of your stuff might be set up wrong. If your target enemy has below 50% health, you do that, that's fine. Your target ally has below 75% health, and that's higher priority. You always start with blessing. Actually, no, healing should be top priority. Healing is top priority, but you'll always open with a blessing if you can. Dire blessing is just stronger, so you'll start with that, but if you've run out of dire blessings, then you will do a normal blessing. Save yourself should be above that too. So you will withdraw self if you're near death, which isolates you in a sphere while your health regenerates. Should you do that before healing others? Not sure. If yourself has... If you have more than one ally in melee range, you'll cast Circle of Protection. Okay. Vile Thorns, I think that's the one I wanted to change. You kept trying to cast this. At nearby enemies, sickening anyone in the area of effect, so I don't want allies near that. But if you're targeting an enemy, then you will want this swapped round. There we go. Ooh, Chameleon's Touch. Grants +1 to an attribute and a skill determined by the user's class. Oh, so that's literally good for everyone. Who's missing a ring? You've got 2. I've only got 1. You've got 2. So what attribute is it bonusing for me? Bonusing? It is giving me more perception. Oh wait, it's giving me dex as well? Hang on. Attribute and a skill. Is this because I'm a multi-class? Giving me 1 for both? I'm not actually sure now. But apparently the Chameleon's Touch is boosting both of those. It's boosting my sleight of hand. Anything else? And my insight. Yeah, I think it's buffing them both of them because I'm multi-class. So that item's just worth more to multi-classes. Yeah. I mean, that's my takeaway from it. That's pretty amazing. It's worth 2 of them for me. I'm keeping that. Hi, Starry. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. What does soul taste like? Depends on the soul you're eating. Alright, I could get this bit of water here, but we're definitely not going in here because I'll get my head smashed off. Who's that? A Juana captain. Okay. Compared to 1, I would say this is a pure step up. Like, they had more budget. There's so many extra quality of life features. It's just a better game than 1. To the west of Nekitaka, rolling verdant plains stretch toward the mountains. Spiked plants with bright flowers punctuate the emerald green tall grass. The occasional tree dots the landscape, broad foliage casting shade like a parasol. You crest a rise to see a group of reptilian figures roughly 100 feet down the hill. Hunched atop a broad flat stone, the Zorops chirp and squawk. I knew this spyglass would be fucking useful. It's coming up so often. I'm glad I spent nearly all my money on it. Through the lens of your spyglass, you make out a party of 10 or so Zorops. Several are poking at grubs with long sticks, under the guidance of one of their shaman. In the centre of the circle, 2 of the grubs snap at one another, egged on by their Zorop captors. Approach openly or sneak. Approach openly. You know, what if they're not hostile? We have a Zorop on our crew. I shouldn't expect a fight every time. Hello! You advance towards the gathering, and the Zorops squeal and chirp at your approach. Several ready spears and bows. The Wilder exchange glances with one another as if unsure whether or not they should attack. Brandish weapons and yell. Impress them with some sleight of hand. Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Fuck. You perform a coin trick and the Zorops stare at you. You've never seen less impressed Wilder. One shakes its head, resting a disappointed palm on its snout. Another sits down, cradling its head in its hands. Fucking hell! I tried doing a trick and I made him depressed. Alright, look, I don't mean you any harm. I have 1 diplomacy. They chitter angrily at you, thrusting their spears in your direction, as if to ward you off. Alright, fine, I'll leave. They silently watch you back away. Once you're well away, they begin chittering amongst themselves. A few turn back to their games, but others take up watch positions around the periphery of the rock. You leave them behind. Tough crowd. Alright, let's head back to town. Fast forward a little. Right. So we've been through Queen's birth. Hang on a second. We need to pick up our bounty first in Queen's birth. Investigate the feud, the respective heads of the families of Bardato and Valera. Okay, let's do that then. Chat or a bunch of Zorop? Well, I mean, with you, I know I can just flash my tits and I'll get loads of attention. So I'd say you were a lot easier.
When I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, I mean, of course, that's... God, but I'm so sorry.
I don't mean on stream, Omicron. Find Azali in her study. Okay, where the fuck is the study? You have a name. Hello. Hello, Laro.
Out for trouble? Or taking in the sights?
You don't have anything to say.
Of course.
Can I stealth up here? Oh! Jam Sponge, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. How you doing? I don't believe you've raided before, but feel free to tell me all about what you were playing. I'd love to hear it. Hello, everyone that Jam brought along. I'm Iggy, big gay lizard maid. I like my story games and action games. And today we're playing Pillars of Eternity 2. While I wait for Jam to let me know how they got on, and feel free to take a break if you've been streaming a while as well. We have a little raid trailer so you know what you're in for. So if you like the vibes, feel free to drop a follow. It'd be appreciated. I'm a master of gun fu. Oh, you smell guilty. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Ooh, funny rock. Touch it. Lick it. Put it in your mouth. I love weenies. Fire. Oh dear. Oh dear. I thought we said controlled burn. I may be very gay. Yeah! Woohoo! Uh-oh. Yeah! Die! See? Ow! Deja vu! I've just been in this car before. Ah! So you can't get me now. Right? Whoa! No! Hello! Grab smash! Whoa! He knocked his whole body off! Consider yourself pregnated. What? Oh, that was weird. Sorry, I got a bit mixed up there because I was checking Steam again. We're now at £2.57 from selling cards. Isn't that great? Oh gosh, hecky. Your first PNG tuber stream. Oh, lovely. Hope you had a great time. A sponge full of jam. Oh, so not like a jam sponge cake. I was picturing a cake. When your summer... Well, my summer car. It's not your summer car, it's the title of the game. But yeah, I hope you had a lovely time with that. Oh yeah, I can see on your avatar there. Yeah. That is a sponge full of jam and not a cake. But now I want cake. Anyway, we're about to commit theft. Assuming I can get away with it here. And I think I can. Despite my head being on fire, I think I can get away with stealing this gun. A fine pistol. Yoink! Yo, I don't know what you're talking about. Saw nothing. I just appear out of nowhere. Right, which one's the study? Oh, thank you for the lurk. Yeah, you look after yourself, especially if it was a long stream. I was about to say there's no one in here so I can steal, but none of this is considered stealing, so... Ooh, secret? Right, get inside, everyone, and close the door.
Of course.
There you go.
What is it?
No lockpicks
deal with
required,
this.
it's not even that hard. Web and money? Like that. Oh, I'm a pirate, I've got to live up to it, right?
Done.
Scroll of insect swarm and a jade. Lovely.
Keeping an eye out.
You and some friends are planning to do Overdrill and the Payday Secret. Oh, God. Good luck. I mean, it's not that hard in Payday 2, as long as you've got a very ammo-efficient build. Because if I remember right, I've not done it myself.
Uh-huh.
I think there are a lot of enemies that do not drop ammo boxes. Oh, there's a vault. Oh, you shouldn't have told me there's a vault. I'm so gonna pull my own heist.
Ah, yes. The newcomer. I thought you might visit.
Hi.
Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies.
She regards you with a cool expression, but stands with a fighter's poise.
You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes. When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain.
Izali sighs, her gaze turning away. Do you see your families ever making peace?
Perhaps in time, if great Wodica judges us worthy of supporting the company.
My dog is just wandering around.
Word has spread fast about the little spectacle at the docks. You've certainly caught everyone's attention. Perhaps the Watcher of Cadnua and House Bardato can help one another.
Well, it depends. What is it you want?
Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues.
She taps her chin and regards you thoughtfully.
Zilli Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers. A meek-tempered boy. Fonder of
You heard
song
Matt
and
Mercer?
drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs.
Matt Mercer voices two of the characters in my party. Like, he literally does both of them. And I've made one of their avatars just straight up Matt Mercer. So I'm adventuring with Matt Mercer. As he actually performs 3 voices across these 2 characters in my party. Because one of these characters has 2 souls, and he voices both of them. Yeah, put in a good word for me with the Valian Trading Company, and it's a deal.
I'll have it taken care of at once.
She dips a quill and makes a quick mark in one of her documents.
There. May it open doors for you.
Well, not that many doors. It was said it was a minor positive.
Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent.
Okay. I noticed something unusual, thanks to my religion. What is it? Your attention is drawn to Azali's desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents sits a brass seal, still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye fringed with bird feathers. What is that word? I've not seen that word before. A nictitating membrane? Nictitating? I don't know. Flicks across its surface in a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me?
Sorry, I lost focus for a moment.
Well, I will endeavor to hold your interest next time.
Your family seems very well established here.
Ugh. My bank shoulders the costs of the Valian Trading Company's operations in the Deadfire. It
Hey,
is
Rappy.
said that no Valian may wipe themselves unless a Bardato's signature approves it first.
Oh, right, the extra eyelid. That's... Okay, that's...
If that's true, we gotta stop shaking hands with them.
I'm certain you've touched worse, farmhand.
Zali's mouth twitches, just shy of a smirk. You're about your feud.
Fratello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions.
Izali motions for you to continue. Would you be willing to speak with Otello?
Oh dear. You're serious, aren't you?
She stifles a chuckle.
You think I'd put myself in pistol range of that old imp?
Maybe I could speak with him on your behalf, convince him to see reason?
I suppose it's not your honor, I doubt. I have little objection to discussing the matter. I simply doubt Otello will listen.
So you'd be up for it, you just don't think he will, right? Oh, that's going to be harder to pinch. I'm just going to have a nosy in your vaults, if I may. Just want to have a little look, a little cheeky look. How goes the pillars? Are they still eternal? Yeah, you've not missed that much. I just explored a bit of the island. The guard captain takes his time moving to the barred door, his armor creaking with every step. He appraises you with a lazy sweep of the eyes while his fingers curl casually about the hilt of his blade.
Welcome to the Bardato Vault. You have an appointment, madam?
No, you have an appointment with Bereth. I was just having a wander.
Diverus? Just exploring the vault that holds the Bardato fortune?
Yeah.
Per Blanca. Go upstairs before I have to sully my lady's tiles.
The captain makes a herding motion with his arms as he shepherds you toward the stairs. Oh, I just wanted to have a nosy. Fine. All right, let's go talk to the other mob leader. Yeah, as you can see, when I'm in game, I've got Matt Mercer just here with me. The Valera estate, the Bardato estate. God, they live right next to each other too. Their houses are nearly touching. Pretty sure I have been here before. Can I reach this and be out of your sight range? Oh, I don't think so. Damn. Not stealing that then.
Well,
Yeah, Adia is played by the role of Ada because their names were similar. It's just one letter different and an accent removed. And they're both farm boys, so, you know, it tracks quite nicely. Where is... Oh, there you are, Italo.
Good night, Watcher. We can speak in the morning.
Alright, can I use your bed? Wait, what time is it? Oh, it is, like, basically midnight. Fair. Alright, let's go, I'll hand in the bounty and rest at the inn. I think the bounty's at the inn anyway. And there's a McDonald's and a Burger King across the street from each other. Oh, yeah. There's a wait button. Yeah, but I also need an excuse to get to the inn. I actually made a post about this earlier because in my town there's like 3 different mobile like repair shops or like tech repair shops specialize in mobiles and stuff, and they accept trade-ins, and you know they're kind of like mini CEXs. But like there's like mobile repair, phone repair, and they're all right next to each other, and it's like
bureaucracy.
you know they're fighting.
Hello, my hunter. To what do I owe this delight?
Oh, here, catch. Toss him a head.
I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunters.
He lifts the severed head by the hair, wincing all the while, and passes you a pouch of coins. Find a positive reputation, and I get paid.
I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter.
The Dainty Lady. It's a wonderful ship, except it's actually kind of shit. What bounties do you got?
A sea troll has been making a name for himself raiding fishing villages with his minions. They call him Tahe.
Tahe. Okay.
That's thief to the locals. I hear the Huana hate few things more than a food stealer. Warriors fan out to catch the fiend, but so far they have no luck. Tahe can't have roamed far from his latest raid on an island southwest of Nikitaka.
Funny you mention that. I also just happened to be carrying his severed head in my pants too. I hope he enjoyed his last meal.
You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
Like 10 different pizzerias for a small town. Yeah, I mean, pretty much any high street in the UK, you'll find like a dozen chicken pizza places, Indian food, Chinese food, etc., etc. Why are you running around with a severed head? I love that in RuneScape, because that is a direct response from the developers, because they know how much of the community use quest guides. It's like, we got to put this in. He's like, oh yes, I need 3 balls of wool, I need some shears, a red bead, 50 GP, 6 pieces of coal, and a hammer and chisel. Oh, what a coincidence, I just happen to have all these esoteric items in my bag.
My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made
And they
us
call
both
you out
very
for
famous.
it, it's great.
If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauro in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work.
Oh, alright. So that's all your things. Sacred Stair. Alright, well, nice doing business with you. Do I want to... I don't think we have a rested bonus at the moment anyway, so...
What can I do for you? See anything?
So... Ooh, that's an expensive room. +1 casts with level 1 spells. +1 to all skills. I'll take that. I will rest in the private dance room. There we go. We had a private dance. I'm now better at everything. Your claw from a manticle's second finger on the left paw. What's that? You have it already? Oh, that's really strange. There's a person here that also gives quests?
Fuck, my little privateer. You have news for me?
No, no news yet. I'm still hunting your person. Right, what time is it now? It's 9 AM. Actually, if it's 9 AM...
Behold, Aethys is risen again.
12
He
isn't
is
noon on
glorious
this
in-
planet. Oh, you did the trading thing too, now you wait? Yeah, if you're using the browser extension, you just set it to auto-sell, you'll see it doing each individual card. I think mine will have finished now. I'm going to Alt-Tab really cheeky-like to check. Yeah, mine's finished. So if I refresh... bring up Steam, I have £2.86. Hell yeah! And probably a lot of things in waiting because I didn't put them all up for minimum price. But if you missed it earlier, we were talking about the Steam Inventory Helper browser add-on, which you can get for Chromium browsers. Not sure if there's a Firefox version. But yeah, I just used that to sell 400 trading cards with no input, which is nice. Also, Pank, I'm not... Oh, wait. He's not in his room at night. That makes sense.
Am I supposed to play nanny?
They listen to you, Martino. I do. I hear you witnessed an unfortunate exchange behind the Adra Mill.
You've been making bank in Kingdom Come? You might want to share some tips with me then, because I've not been able to make much money at all yet. I have got my skills up, though. I'm really good at parrying now. I did a little training montage over a Discord stream, and I've gotten defense to 16. Pank detected. Security alerted. Otello aims a troubled look at Martino.
You kept Laro and Orso from the Beyond. We could use such a mediator. Martino has need of muscle and brains outside of the Valera house.
Otello frowns toward his son. Alright, tell me about the job.
Let me take point on this one, father.
Martino pats Otello on the back and turns to you with a more severe, business-like expression.
Some Royal Deadfire crews have lately taken to pirate hunting. One such crew has been boasting of their victories near the Wild Mare, singing their Rauatai songs and making our clients anxious.
What, by singing songs?
Hunting Principe dogs is our business. With all these problems with the Bardatos, now is not the time for competition from the Brass Citadel. It would be better if they took their business elsewhere.
I'll do it, but I want the trading company to know that I was helpful. I'm just doing this to everyone. Put in a good word for me. Buff my reputation so they don't care when I pillage all their ships as much.
Was that not implied? Akosi, consider it done. Come back when the Rauatai dogs have been dispatched, dismissed, or dismembered.
Nice alliteration. Martino makes a pistol-firing gesture with his fingers and winks. You just finger guns at me after telling me to kill people? Can I talk about...
Adu,
yeah.
What brings you to the whole of the Valeres?
You're having some kind of trouble with the family next door?
The Bardato Bank shuts us out of investments and stifles our finances. This is the richest prospect on Iora, but we cannot grow our family business.
Can't make coin at the expense of others? Now that's a crying shame.
Eyes narrowed, the priestess crosses her arms over her chest.
If you know a better way of squeezing profit out of these islands, I'm open to hearing it. Ezali is a rich thug, and someday she will get what's coming to her.
What does your family do for the Valian Trading Company?
Valera ships escort goods and merchants from island to island across Deadfire.
Fast travel a bunch to get an encounter, kite them with arrows if there are too many. Is that just how you handle group encounters? Because the one time I encountered 4 people trying to kill me, 4 people and a dog. I could not outrun them, and I got my head smashed off.
The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera colors on the horizon.
I want to talk to you about the Bardatos.
If we must. What is it?
Frowning, Otello beckons you to continue. Izali wants to strike a peaceful arrangement.
After everything that she... Madeko, what is she planning?
You're not considering this? The Bardatos have nearly ruined us!
How would you avoid fighting more than 2 in melee when there's 5 of them and one of them's a dog and they all vastly outpace you? How do I kite with arrows when your movement speed is also slowed when you're knocking an arrow, so... Oh, staying on the horse. Oh, you can fire the bow from the horse? Don't know why I would have expected you couldn't. I guess I'm too used to like Oblivion and stuff where you just can't do shit when you're on a horse.
Enough, Martino. I will not let our families tear each other to ribbons while I can avoid it.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Tell Ezali to meet us here. I won't be lured into a trap.
He nods to himself and glances around at the state of the house. Yeah, what if she thinks it's going to be a bloody trap? But alright, I'll pass it on. You need a good horse to kite effectively. Yeah, what if there's like 4 of them and they're all on horses as well and they all also have bows? How would you handle that?
Speak up. My business never sits still for long.
Izali plants one hand on her hip and gestures for you to speak. About this feud. Oh, you'd attack the horses.
My affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions.
Izali motions for you to continue. I spoke to Otello. He's willing to meet if you are.
You're serious? If this is some Valera trick...
You both think it's a trick.
I'm not walking into a trap without keeping an eye on you as well.
Alright, well let's go together.
Very well. If nothing else, this promises to be entertaining.
Best case, this whole thing's just a case of miscommunication, and they both believe each other to attack each other.
Merla, cut it out.
I failed a quest? I failed 2 quests? What did I do wrong? I've just organized a meeting. Bardato and Valera representatives stand arrayed around the dining table, wearing expressions of anxiety and resentment. The temperature of the room suggests no more amity than when the discussion began. If we could open by defining each of your grievances and demands. Before you can finish your sentence, Otello cuts you off with a hard wave of his hand.
You run your bank like a crime syndicate. Some of us struggle to tell the difference.
We can take it up with the director anytime you feel like explaining why your children are intimidating my merchants.
Izali opens her palms. In every way composed, she glances over at you, and her mouth turns downward.
I see our would-be mediator has arrived. Well, we're here. I hope this wasn't some elaborate, ill-advised jest.
I would not willingly welcome a Bardato beneath my roof for the sake of a jest.
Please, let's try not to sabotage this from the outset.
As long as the Valera remembers his place, we shouldn't have any problems.
My place is in the dueling ring. Care to let the gods decide, Lady Bardato?
Martino licks his lips and fingers the pommel of his rapier.
Quiet, Martino. Watcher, now would be the time to lay out your reasoning.
Plenty in common. You're both working for the company. You're both single parents. Let's use our big diplomacy brain here, thanks to our friends who are skilled in this. I've made allies of former enemies before. I think we can all pull together into a stronger force.
Ach, raise the stir in the White March Mountains. The same could be done here.
That's true, I did do that in the first game.
A force? Watcher? To what end?
I'm impressed there's even callbacks to your DLC decisions. Izali glances at Otello. Force to what end? I want to help the Juana of this city. I'd like the company to be an earnest ally. The only end there is profit. I feel like that'll speak to him more.
I see you've spent too much time in the Bardato's company.
Otello sighs and shakes his head. Otello, you let your children lash out at the Bardatos. What's your goal?
My goal? To wring out a little respect from this feud before we go under. The company will bleed us dry. We give our lives, our loved ones' lives, and they don't lift a finger to help us. The Bardatos turn their backs. Why shouldn't I teach my children to walk with their heads high?
Izali frowns, looking at him skeptically. That's the point. You're distracting yourselves from what's important.
So, what's your solution? We square off against each other on a field?
Martino's hand drops to his sword belt. Otello, will you put a leash on your son? You hear stifled snickering from the corner. When Martino looks over, Orso and Laro feign interest in the carpet.
Forgive my son's inclination to seek out easy solutions. Pletitus have a way of arousing his ire, a trait that runs in the family.
Otello gives you a warning look. Izali, why shut the Valera family out of trade?
One does not arm the competition. Besides, lesser people have made more of themselves without the aid of banks.
Izali stops herself, seeming for the moment to doubt her own convictions. And the pirates?
Vagabonds. The only thing I'll say for Otello is that he is a son of the Republics. I'll treat him like any enemy of note.
I'm amazed you can say this with a straight face, Izali.
You were a gold-packed knight once, weren't you, Izali?
Once you own the castle, things change.
Well, don't you know a chance at profit when you see it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You make a living putting the right people to work in the right places. What suits the Valera family? She hesitates, her mouth tightening to a thin line.
They are passable sailors.
She waves her hand in a dismissive fashion. And if they're out at sea, they can't bother you. Azali's expression brightens. She turns to Otello, her hostility replaced with interest.
I want the Principe out of the trade lanes.
What?
Half of this month's shipments are missing. I'll give you coin and crew for 5 ships to earn back my investment.
Hey, Nug, how you doing? She opens her palms and awaits his response.
6 ships. With 6, I will drive the Principe from these waters like rats from a fire.
There we go. I think we're making progress here. Otello straightens his spine and nods with confidence.
6 ships. I believe we just made a deal, Valera.
Then it's settled?
Otello sounds bewildered by his own words.
So it seems. For the time being.
Azali shrugs.
Time will tell if this arrangement is a favorable one. My hosts, you'll excuse me if I return home.
She inclines her head, favoring you with a bemused look on her way out. I'm surprised that ended with nobody dead for once. Usually my attempts at diplomacy go horribly. Not going to tell them that, though. Right, can I see failed quests? Oh gosh, what were their names again? I just want to see what happened to cause those to fail. Recently updated? No? Or are they just gone if they fail? Oh well, if you want
What
to
is it?
follow different paths, you'll just have to play the game yourself. Family pride. Investigate the feud. Oh no, that's the one I just did. That's done. That's good. That didn't fail. I assume they might have been quests to do with the feud itself, and since I just ended the feud peaceably, that we don't need to worry about those quests anymore. Right. Goods and services. A cavern under Nekataka. The Sacred Stair District. These are 2 quests for the Principe. But it's recommended I bring the fella with me for both of these. The fella. I forgot his name. Go back and rob the vault. Could. But they've got guards stood at the only entrance to it, so how am I getting in? Without, you know, killing them. That's a bounty. That's investigating a different island. Spiritual cleansing. The Temple of Gorn. Is the Temple of Gorn in this city? Search the ruins. Explore islands. Wait for Alof. Question Udine at the Luminous Bathhouse. Another quest for you. Right, okay, so we do kind of need to drop someone. Hang on. Can I organize the party here, or do I do that at the inn? That's just shit. I think I have to go back. Or do I have to be on the ship to organize the party? Right.
Now, what can I do for you?
Have you seen Deadfire Company soldiers in here?
Aye, they're up on the balcony outside. Noisy bunch.
He pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs.
If this is some kind of trading company squabble, take it elsewhere, right? My staff already have more work than they need. And blood's damnably difficult to get out of the rugs. You see anything you like?
Let's recruit. Party management, yes, there we go. I guess we drop Merc for now, because she's the least... She's like a companion character, and not like a full party member. As much as I think she's adorable and great, but she also gets herself killed a lot. But you are a barbarian / cipher, and that's pretty cool. Right, you can get better at bluffing, I guess. But I'm good at bluffing, so... Those two are good at history. Alof is the diplomat of the party. Nah, just take bluff. Boots of leap. I know what you mean. Right, abilities for both classes. Right. So, barbarian. What do I want for you? Melee damage bonus when you're near 2 or more enemies. Barbarian requires an additional threatening enemy to become flanked. All attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits. A fifth. And you do extra crit damage. So a fifth of your hits will become crits if they're near death. That's pretty alright. Fires are still dead, yep. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. An unquenchable bloodlust. Plus 20% action speed for 10 seconds if you down someone. Hang on, do I have you wielding 2 weapons as a barbarian? Let me just check. Cancel the level up a sec. I want to see your gear. I mean, you are holding 2 weapons. Does the fact that one of them's a hand mortar change anything? Let's make one of those pistols fine. Actually, if I do that, and then I can give you like a fine hatchet and a fine mace. That'd be pretty good, right? You got a bonking stick and a chopping stick. And then I can give you 2 weapon fighting. 2 weapon style. And your cipher ability will be... I guess... Yeah, you do more damage. I'll give you Biting Whip. Oh, you had multiple levels. Alright. Guess you weren't in the party for a fair bit. More stealth. And... I'm handling insight. They're handling history. Metaphysics? Religion. We have a very good religion expert. And she's also going to be buffing history. Whereas Alof will be... I mean, I guess I gotta push Alof's diplomacy. Just so that we get more party bonus from that. Right, ability for 1 class. You get Wild Sprint. Able to charge with reckless abandon. Gain immunity to engagement. For 1 rage, you can run fast for 6 seconds. That could be a good combat opener, I suppose. Next attack made during a sprint is more accurate. Shove enemies back when activated. Yeah, that'd be a good distance closer until you get like the jump attack. Where's that? Yeah, here, leap. And you're good with pistols and blunderbusses. You're good with axes. I did just give you a mace. There you go. Alright, but I think I need to set your AI. Right, new AI behavior. Which behavior? So, your abilities... Wait, but you don't have leap, do you? I swear I didn't have that.
What for, Cap?
Wild sprint, barbaric blow, frenzy. Do you have boots of leap? Bounding boots? You do. Okay. So it's an on-rest ability because you're getting it from your shoes. I don't need to really worry about it then. Send the barbarian into a frenzy. And you do lose some defenses. Why can't I close this? Oh. Why is the close here? That's weird. A bit out of place. Where's the ability I just got you? Your running ability. Wild sprint, there it is. I guess you could always just open with wild sprint. If we add self, health self, if you drop below 50, second wind. That should go up top. Right. Phantom foes, mind blades. Under what conditions would a barbarian want to frenzy? I guess just once you're engaged. You get +5 might and con, so that offsets the deflection loss, I feel. You can frenzy if threat self threatened by multiple enemies, or self-threatened engaged by anyone. Once you're engaged, you will frenzy. There's your cipher resources. If you have at least 30 focus, you'll cast an ability. Actually, no, because I probably want to cast different abilities depending on the situation, don't I? What's the cast time on these things? 3 seconds? You're not going to get to do that much. Barbarian deals a massive blow, applying carnage in a larger area. You like rage and then do a barbaric blow? Engagement is when you're like right next to an enemy. Like when you leave, you'll take an attack of opportunity. So if they're engaged, they're directly in combat next to someone. If they're threatened, that could just mean they're being attacked by range. That's 3 seconds. You're not really going to be able to cast that in combat. That's half a second. That's also half a second. That makes them think they're flanked. That's pretty good. Does this have a range? Range 10. Prioritize by most engages, I guess. Most threats. Shaken and confuse. Ice strike. I'm gonna add barbaric blow here. You will then ice strike. Yeah, because that's 20 and that's 10. So you'll be able to make them think they're flanked. And but you might not follow it up with ice strike because then you're not at 30 focus. Or will it do all the actions if it's this? I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to test that. Ice strike, your best current threat. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to add? You don't really need to do mind blades and stuff. I've got that handled. You have venom. Apply poison to your next weapon attack. I don't want to go through them all in one fight though, so I might want to keep that manual. Let's bin this. Let's go like that, and we can always take manual control if we need to. Right, there you go. Right, with that sorted, we'll get back on track. Oh, we were waiting for the music to end.
You eyeing that fresh shat bare paws lump of lumber yonder?
What?
That be the misery's delight. Malnage's pus-stuffed canker of a boat.
He points wildly at a half-galley docked nearby. Only 2 hens hold the deck. The remaining crew may be below decks, or they may be ashore. Who?
Malnage. High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire. Unfortunately, also the second best ship hunter around. After yours truly, of course.
Aleph does not approve of Seraphin's pride.
Doxy popped a hard on and a half for hating me the tick I joined the Sorcerer. Romaro shielded me from the worst of her training. When they bountied him, I figured for sure the Rat Queen would be the first rat up the gangplank. Malnage be up in Romaro's head, or I've never had a roll on the waves. She finds him for us. She'll sink him soon as sighted. Come on, Captain.
He bounces on the balls of his feet. Alright, so where are we off to next
Worry
then?
about you, Adair. There'd be a thing of free out here that you shouldn't be aiming at pets.
Hey, was
I just see the dainty lady.
Or some huge island squirrel.
This ain't about me, farmer.
Adair accidentally pet Seraphin's head because he thought it was a huge island squirrel. Oh. Adair just out on a quest to pet every animal. Accidentally pets our friends. Right. The gullet or the overlook. It's also the sacred stair. The gullet sounds like a fun place to be. Let's go there. A Principe group notices you walking and approaches you in the street. Uh-oh. Pirates.
Look what's finally washed into port.
Hi. You want to fight or you want to chat? Seraphin stops as the other pirates approach. His fists balled. The heat of his anger flushes your skin, then seeps beneath, simmering your thoughts.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage.
Oh.
The High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself. Awaiting us like a shark in heat.
Who? We literally just had this conversation. I could just say who again. Ahoy, Malnage.
Captain, I've heard a mess and a half about you. Mostly good. Though I see your taste in company could use some refining.
The Orlan gestures to Seraphin with a smirk.
Typical Malnage.
Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of
Val,
an adherent
time
maid
to
to
have
the
some
refined
water.
workings of
Thank you.
my
Stop
mind.
slouching.
Oi, you insult Seraph and you insult me.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't realise you'd married your honour to this scallywags. You boy him, believe you me. I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party.
Yeah, well, I killed Benworth. Hi, madame. It's going well, thank you. She grins, her mouth filled with sharp yellow teeth.
I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
Seraphin growls, fists tight and fur bristling. You feel the anger coil around him and spill outward, and your vision begins to swim. Let the vision happen. A sharp strike against your cheek, and your head hits wood hard. The wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp, clumping in your fur, and Malnaj standing over you, fists balled, a flash like thunder and copper in your mouth, and an old man, eyes equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back, shouting her down, turning to you, leaning in, the rage fleeing. The anger slides past and your vision resolves into the Nekataka street.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you a tenth of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
Kindly fuck off. Hmm. Yeah, no. Kindly fuck off. Malnaj blinks and Seraphin chuckles quietly. The pirate's lips twist into a smirk, but her eyes narrow.
Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Petrella. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know?
I'm not an enemy of them, just you. She draws a finger across her throat.
Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphin.
She turns on her heels and leads her crew away.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
A third hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person, either. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure.
You're welcome.
I've a gift for you.
Eh?
This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnaj would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot.
Where'd you hide it? Do I even want to know?
I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more.
Oh no. Seraphin gives an innocent whistle, while scratching his ass as subtly as one could scratch it. Faint trace of a smile forms on Adir's lips. God damn.
Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones. Malnar shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw-rip fetish.
Why did Malnaj treat you so bad?
Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you.
Isn't there a word for that?
Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love.
He chuckles quietly. Adir nods in agreement. So what was the issue?
As I said, I never rightly figured it out. It worked that I were all in, given she were too. Romaro said she might have been emerald green with envy, but I'll be well hisself if I know what's of.
He shrugs, his palms up and spread wide. Maybe she thought you were a threat.
As a ship hunter, mayhaps. I've certainly outpaced her since, if I do say so myself. Mayhap she saw that coming.
Well, thank you for the gift.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Seraphin salutes, grinning broadly, and turns away. A cipher's shackle. Gives +1 con and resistance to dexterity afflictions. Thank you. It did not go to my inventory, it went straight into the stash. Is this like... Ah, it's a necklace. Okay. Plus perception, plus con. I think everyone's got a Oh, you don't... Thanks for the gift, you wear it. It'll give you better stats as a barbarian. Alright, let's continue to the gullet. Carry 2 players who are level 70. Not infamy. Oh, you should feel proud. Like, people do want bigger challenges, that's why they go for death sentence. You shouldn't be annoyed. Be happy you made it through together, even if you did have to carry them a fair bit. I'm sure they still had fun. You leave the bustle of the crowds behind, making your way along the winding path into the gullet. For a time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and run-down Juana buildings close in around you, obscuring your view. You come to a dark passage cutting through the mountain, just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into a rock face. After a lengthy journey through the dimly lit tunnel, you come across the gates to the gullet. You come to the gates of the gullet. The stench hits you first, a foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odours. You notice a guardsman pushing a cart heaped high with mouldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the homes of the gullet emerge as a collection of lights amid the darkness. You hear the rush of water below, and a frigid breeze wafts up from the unseen depths like an exhalation.
Please, I did nothing!
You see a man being dragged along a rickety boardwalk toward a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand.
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
The warrior casts a meaningful glance at a woman standing a short distance away.
Let him go!
She screams at the guards, but she doesn't dare approach. The man notices her. His face lights up with shame.
Beer! I'm sorry!
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
Guh? Is there like a prison down below or something? The guards drag the Roparu into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it is lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually, his screams are lost to the depths.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
There's either a prison down there, or they lowered him to die.
What for, Cap?
The Narrows, a refuse pile. Oh boy, garbage! Let me dig my hands in there. Half-eaten food scraps little of the pile. A rancid stench rises from it. I can't examine it. Well, I can't, like, sift through it.
That
No
Dawnstar may be
informing.
able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare.
Can I? A gaunt Roparu woman grabs for your leg. She paws at you with a weak grip, fingers bone thin and trembling.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
Wow, you can be really evil. Never say this to a beggar. You don't think they would if they could? The fact that's listed as a rational response and not cruel is bullshit. I'll give her some food. The woman snatches the food from your hands with surprising speed. You took the shot. I didn't say give her our best food. Eyes darting. It's fine. It's fine. I'm joking. She needs it. Eyes darting a glance for any onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She gnaws desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, and speaks with a mouth half full from the next bite.
Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler.
The Reparo touches two gaunt-knuckled fingers to her lips. Do you have no access to food?
Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years.
Prize share? Referring to a distribution of wealth.
Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before.
Oof. What do you mean? She shakes her head.
Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks. Out of earshot of the guards. He's there. In the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
Her quavering arm points toward the southeast. Who's the leader around here? She chuckles darkly.
The gullet is a lawless place. Forgotten. The only authority here is the Matarus, and they don't work on our behalf. But if it is a wise man you want, seek Anoi in his home.
Anoi again, right.
He tries to keep us safe and fed. He does not always succeed, but he does try. Trying's worth a lot down here.
I'll do what I can to help these people. There's his home. I want to know what all this, the old city left. So it goes somewhere, it's not just a death pit.
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Oh, that's stealing.
Hi.
An elderly Reparu man squints in your direction before blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, girl?
He peers steadily into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are thin as sticks. What teeth he has are yellowed or black from years of malnourishment. Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, Watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Reparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a Watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
Oh, actually it was a starving beggar who sent me. His lids half close, heavy with thought.
The Reparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
Seraphin's eyes close as he nods along. The old man shrugs.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Yeah, So, the first sentence makes it sound like a good system. But then it's like, yeah, but then the rich take everything. Everything we earn is sent to the top. Cool, great. Why are you the least deserving, the last to partake of the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risked their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large.
So there's just too many of you?
The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain. Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
Well, what happened?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word, he must be dead.
Oh.
The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
Well, the Dawn Stars sought to help you before. We can use them.
That is a fine idea. When it comes to mission work, my brethren are always happy to help.
Some of the less crazy ones, hopefully.
He cants his gaze to the side, eyes wandering.
Peatley is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity.
With a stiff bow, the elder Raparu begs his leave. As soon as I find where they are, we can ask them about that. Children of Dawn Stars have tried supplying food. They congregate at the Temple of Gorn in the Sacred Stair. Okay. The Hole. Is that like their tavern? Looks like it.
Be careful. The Gullet is no place for outsiders.
The guard folds his arms, watching the activity on the walkways through slitted eyes. A coral piercing juts from his lower lip. He notices you with a sharp nod. Yeah, where does that lift go?
To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep.
Oh, wonderful. So he was sent to die.
And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers.
Get...
The Gullet is no place to wander. Watch
Sounds like a
yourself for
fun time.
rowdies and pirates.
Can I have access to the lift?
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
Valerie, it's time to hydrate.
Stop slouching.
Thank you, Lizard Guy, for the resub as well. Why?
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
I assure you I can look after myself.
It's your neck, Ikira.
He whistles, and the guard standing by the lift looks over at him and nods.
We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass.
I want to see if I can rescue that guy.
I urge you to reconsider.
So why was that man sent below?
Otaro? He associated with foreign criminals.
He spits. The gob of saliva is just one more splotch on the weathered and mottled boards.
I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where's Biha now?
Hers is the first house you come to. Just there.
He points southwest across the walkways.
You will probably find her there.
Alright, see ya. A rickety metal cage swings over an abyss. Your clothes billow with a foul wind from below, and faint screams and roars echo from... I just saved. Echo from the depths. Still, you can make out no details from this distance. Well, it's one thing I'm good at, it's going down. Let's go. You step into the jouncing cage. The door slams shut, and your descent begins with the rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling ruins and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to rest with a groan. Ooh. You got at least 2 typos there. Well done, Panda. And it's going down, it's not that. I didn't say that. There you go. Good girl. Always praise your bottoms when they deserve it. It's how you train them. Essence battery.
We're not.
Ghosts. And Wraith. Okay, a Wraith might be pretty tough for me, but doable. For a blinding shot on the closest one. Everyone else can start the attack.
So much for you.
Yeah, you get this one. Where the fuck did it go? Alright, get that one. Oh. I didn't realize you got left behind. Shit. Alright, well, you defend yourself. Yeah, you got people coming in to help. Us two will handle these, because I've charmed one of them. There we go. Now, attack the charmed one. Finish it off. Thank you for head pat. I appreciate.
This is futile! I thought we were friends.
Wait, is there like chill fog hit a deer? Right, that's why. You really gotta aim that to not hit friends. Choti's blessed harvest wiped it out. Lovely. Hang on, I might need to edit your AI. Your chill fog. Right. That's only... Oh wait, no, that's not chill fog. Where's chill fog? There. Oh wait, no. Wrong thing. If the target has allies... No. Target has enemies, because it's enemies of the enemy, which is us. Yeah, if the target does not have its own enemies nearby, then you can chill fog. So you don't hit friends with it.
What is it?
Hopefully, at least. Yo, can you break these things?
Didn't work.
You'll break it eventually. There you go. Oh, is it immune to piercing?
Glory be to God.
I need something. Well,
Don't charm it. I just want you to hit it.
That's it.
No, just keep hitting it. It'll break in a sec. There you go. Okay, sometimes the AI gets a bit funky.
I trust you.
Secret.
leave it to me.
Wasn't that exciting. I get overexcited when I see a secret. Oh, survivor.
Wait, I'm not looking for trouble. Not anymore, I mean. And I've not got a weapon on you, see?
He raises his hands to show his sword is sheathed.
It's just, you're the first body I've bumped into in days that's actually breathing. I mean, could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me?
His boots are slicked with grime. His clothes are filthy and rumpled from several days' wear, and his neck and hands are smeared in places with mud. A pack rests at his heels, empty enough to have flopped into itself. It likely carries no more than his dwindling supplies. You're a treasure hunter?
Right. And a successful one, usually.
He half smiles, a hesitant, abashed spread of his lips.
I'm loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs.
How long have you wandered down here?
I packed provisions enough for 2 weeks. Started rationing when things looked grim. After the first odd days, I don't know beyond that.
He eyes the ripped toe of his boot as he scuffs it against the stone beneath his feet.
Andra's lure seems hardly worth it now. Suppose I fell for the bait though, didn't I? Fabled temple full of treasures, my ass.
How did you even get down here? Didn't you think it was dangerous? He cants his head to one side, a knowing glint igniting his dark eyes.
I might ask the same to you, friend. Not everyone longs to die in their own bed. I thought I'd have more time. You haven't found a way out of here, have you?
I just got down here. What was your escape plan when you first got here?
I scaled down from the cliffs, but midway, the rocks turned slick.
He scratches at a patch of dried muck on the side of his neck. So there's no climbing back up. What else then?
Best bet's the rivers at the base of the pit. They flow beneath the outcrops, so they must dump into the sea. The trouble's been reaching the base. The western caves wind downward, but they're riddled, infested. Walking them's not been safe.
Right, well, if I clear a path, I'll let you know.
Right. I'll wait here, and you'll return for me, won't you?
He nods in answer to his own question, but a deep worry furrows across his brow. Right, let's try not to forget about you then. And hey, Laser Shark. Doing good here. Just venturing down into a pit where the poor part of the city casts away their undesirables, because I was thinking maybe I could do something to save them.
There's a walloping!
But it doesn't seem like anyone's really down here. Except for monsters. A cracked stone face rises from the pool. Lichens clog the hollows under its brows and nostrils, and a pale glow plays along the undersides of its cheeks. Wait, no one else is close enough. Hang on.
Hey.
I'll see it.
There. Inspect pool. As murky as it is, it's difficult to tell how deep it goes. You can barely see the statue's submerged shoulders. The rest is shrouded in darkness. Yet a smudge of light shines from the gloom. And you hear a faint musical sound from the depths. The melody ebbs and flows, rises and recedes. Scattered bones lie around the pool. They're clustered around the water's edge, and despite lying in the mud, they're perfectly white. The bones are all gleaming white and whole, without a single notch or crack. They're also warm to the touch. You feel a pulse running through them and quickly draw back your hand. I feel like I should not jump in there then. I feel like that's a bad idea, like something in there is going to immediately eat me if I try. I'm going to explore around a bit first, before I commit to anything as risky sounding as that. Ugh. Oh, they're rising. Also, these clouds are damaging. I'm trying to charm a ghoul. It worked. Right, that's a rock guest. You're aiming it there? I thought I told you if no allies were nearby. Is it still wrong? If the target has enemies in melee range, if the target doesn't have allies, I had the not selected still. Alright, I'm going to manually aim that one. I'm also going to scale it down so it only hits him. I can't do spell shaping with the AI commands.
Absolutely
The
not.
spell shaping is sick. I love spell shaping. You go get this guy so he doesn't get the cleric. Oh, yep. Well, we've tentacled them now. Right, the ghoul turned on us. That's fine. We can deal with that. Any spells help here? Maybe a focused fireball? There we go.
I shall.
I would like to loot. It looks like I can. There we go. Right. Just one at a time so we can avoid the poison cloud there, just in case there's anything over here. Okay. I see a soul here. Oh no, is that the guy I came to rescue? I was too late already. Has this game not met you eat you once per... What, do you want to try that entire sentence again? I'm not sure which word is meant to be yet. Sorry. His body has been savaged by many claws and fangs. A cloud of essence hangs over it. You recognize it as belonging to Bataro, the man you saw lowered from the gullet earlier. His soul remnant pulses with urgency. If you talk your way out of a combat encounter with a ghoul, is that Gabagool? Shut up. And yeah, I'm having a great time with this game jam. Well, not game jam. A game jam is a different thing. Game, comma, jam. Read his soul. You prepare yourself for the now familiar jolt and feel yourself pulled into one of his memories. You're being dragged toward the cage, but you're not looking at it or at the darkness below. Soon there'll be nothing else for you. Overseer Hitenga is holding the marked coin, the swollenet, and glaring at you. You already tried explaining yourself, but it's no use. He knows where you got it. He tucks it into his pocket. Instead, you look at Biha, furious and heartbroken where she stands beyond the guards. There's something you need to tell her, but she's so far, receding farther by the second. You're standing in front of a man. His dark, wizened face reminds you of old leather, but a delicate work of embroidery rests in his lap. He holds out a purse with long, fine fingers. Take it. It's heavy. It's probably more money than you've earned in your entire life. You try not to let this show on your face. You know what to do. The crime lord nods at you. Please remind me. You will meet our mutual associate near the Ardra Mill. She will give you a package. Pay her and bring this package to the Undercroft. He watches you for understanding before he continues. My people are particular about security. Show them the swollenet and they will let you pass. You pat your pocket for the marked coin. Yes, it's still there. You leave the lair of Dario the Lean and zip through the Narrows. Past the Zvef-chewing guards, left at the four-way intersection and left again to the gullet. Your hands are shaking, and you're remembering the rumour Biha told you about, of a merchant captain at the tavern. The money is heavy in your hands. It's a risk, but you realise you've already decided to take it. You approach the tavern with your heart in your mouth, realizing that you can't just walk in there holding Dario's purse.
Valerie, it's time to hydrate.
Stop slouching.
Hydration break. Right. You need to hide it. Fortunately, the rubble around you offers plenty of hiding places. When no one is looking, you clear some stones out of one corner and hide the purse beneath them. There. You'll come back for it once you've made your deal with this Roatean. You're almost starting to feel better about it, too. As Bataro walks into the tavern, the memory fades, and you find yourself once more looking at his corpse.
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
Jyoti's lantern clinks softly as she drags it through the clustered essence, harvesting the lost soul. Well, we got a lead on the location of a large amount of money. Blech.
What do you need?
It's stinky over here. Look, I'm trying to loot this leg.
Something I can do?
No, I'm not eating it. They've had items. I promise. That guy wanted me to keep following the river. Mother of Pearl. Oh, alright, take that. Ah, loads of burrows. And not a goblin in sight.
Kill them all!
Right, you're getting your shield on. You attack that burrow. You get down and start tanking.
This thing isn't doing...
Not doing the job? Switch weapon. Alof, I want you to get a nice fireball out here. That'll do nicely. Okay, that's one down. You're punching that one. Wait, why are you punching? Use your axe and mace, you dork. You do have another fireball. Oh, god damn it, you just would move into it then, wouldn't you? You are still casting chill fog on allies. What do I need to set in your AI to stop you doing that? Sometimes you just gotta punch some rock. Is it allies then? And not enemies of the enemy? Because it's target enemies, which would be enemy enemies. Which should be us, right? Or does the game not count that? Chill fog is the new metal. What? Target does not have allies in range. Get him to stop casting it. Okay, now he decides to cast the tentacles. So I must have fixed it. So allies is a global identifier and not a relative identifier in the AI thing. Right.
That's it.
Oh, we got this. You've already spent all your points.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Oh no, you still cast chill fog.
Helpful.
I don't know. I don't know how to stop you from casting this on friends. Because it definitely had an ally in melee range. So he still did it. It's chill fog. Pank, it's a level 1 spell. I just don't want him casting slow on friendlies. Do I just cast it manually? I'll just cast it manually. You still didn't break the grub burrow. Are you going to attack it or what? Why aren't you attacking it?
Yes?
Attack it. You're in range. There you go. Don't charm it. Just shoot it.
Of course.
Chill fog sounds like slang for weedsman. No. Seraphim, why do you keep punching that rock? I'm gonna be an earthbender. I don't think that's how that works, bud. I'm Matt Mercer. Okay.
Where there's a pick, there's a...
Wait, there was a trap? Doesn't seem that way. We're okay. Alright. Ew, gross. And everyone knows Pokemon don't fart, because that means Nintendo would have to acknowledge they have a butthole. Anything over here? Fresh boot prints stir the mud. Skulldrak screeches. A Skulldrak. Stairs down. A Skulldrak nest. That's rated 3 skulls.
Nice and quiet.
I'm just gonna back away from that one. I don't know why I've gone a bit Ringo Starr over it. No, I can do better than that. My throat's not playing well with me today. That guy just wanted the grubs knocking out, and I've done that. So I guess I'll go tell him that I've cleared them. Fuck off, Pank.
You haven't found a way out of here, have you?
I've wiped most of the grubs from the western caverns.
Yes, right. It's safe to make for the rivers then. Or as safe as it's likely to get. I'll head downward now.
With a wince, he hefts his pack from the ground.
Mayhaps we'll meet again in the darkness?
He tosses you a concerned glance over his shoulder.
Take heed if you've plans to trudge deeper north. I only glimpsed it once, but whatever nightmare lurks near the falls of the pit, it's incredibly massive, and surely just as mean.
And then he's gone, easing cautiously into the darkness. Huey, I know you're fucking with me too. Alright. Save. On we go. You don't know Ringo Starr. Alright. Okay. I just visibly turn into dust. Burrowed into the cliffside, a dark cavern descends deeply underground. Also, I was pretty sure that the Beatles were internationally known. You know, at least for the most part.
Hear that? That's Deadly's ahead.
No, the Who is a different band, Pank. Yeah, Ringo was the drummer for the Beatles.
A blade in the dark.
Greater Earth Blight. I can take that. The fuck are you on about, Lauren? I didn't even know Ronald Reagan got shot. But I don't know American history at all. And they existed. Well, you don't even know Paul McCartney? He's generally like the most famous currently. The other two have passed away, and have passed away a long time ago. Yes, Ringo and Paul McCartney are still alive. They are not from the 40s. The Beatles were big in the 60s and 70s. Paul McCartney went on making additional music after the Beatles. Ringo then went to become the narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine. Would you say Ringo Starr's the greatest drummer in the world? Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the Beatles. I don't think I can do a good John Lennon, but you know.
Valerie. Water.
Stop
Water,
slouching.
yeah, okay. Yeah, Ringo did a lot of the narration work for the Thomas the Tank Engine. You lot stop sneaking and start shooting before I get spotted. Ah. Pank, you wasted your points. I was trusting you all by having them both enabled at once, that you would use the correct one and ignore the one that isn't applicable anymore. But you have reminded me why I have to toggle them.
What is it?
Pank, that's not a... That hasn't been a bit, Pank, in over half a year.
As you wish.
Since Greb switched to 3D, I do not have the capacity to just switch at a whim. It would involve closing down and starting up separate software to get Greb ready for the show. Right, there's more cave grubs here. Run them... Oh yeah, sure, just run them both at once. Run all the software for streaming all at once. What do you think I have, a fucking supercomputer? No. I'm not wasting resources for a bit like that. You can fuck off.
Can't make a dent.
Try stabbing it then. Greb is not crying in the corner.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right, I need to destroy more cave burrows here. Good job, Alof. Oh, it was a good idea giving my wizard a gun. A separate Greb PC, yeah, with what money?
Leave it to me.
Gun does actually counter wizard shields in this world, Pank. If you want to fight a wizard, you bring a gun.
Hey.
Creature, not as powerful as the ones upstairs. Dispense baby bells and American cheese. Why American cheese? Why the worst cheese? Also, how the heck are you squeezing a baby bell out of a nozzle? Actually, don't answer that.
No,
you like American cheese? Have you tried better cheeses?
So much for you.
Did I just miss with my most powerful attack? Cool. Is this per rest or per encounter? That's per rest. Okay. These are all my per rest abilities. Nice. I think I can remove something from my behaviors. Yeah, remove rushed reload, because that's always going to be on anyway. target's not engaged by anyone, you will try to charm it. That's fine, you can still do that. What am I doing Wednesday after stream? Assuming I can stream on Wednesday, because tomorrow I'm moving all my stuff upstairs, and then the Wednesday morning, Internet Man is arriving to install the internet. And I'm worried that's not going to go well. Because the internet provider I went with said, oh yeah, you can use your own router and we'll send you some details to get set up before the engineer comes over. And they didn't send me anything. 2 floors. Pink, I live in a block of flats. There's like several floors. No, it's not with Virgin Media. You think Virgin Media would let you bring your own router? I don't think they offer that. You think they would send me my personal DNS information to plug into the router? You think they would just store that publicly? Because I don't think they would do that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Maybe the engineer has the information. I don't know. I'm just worried something's going to go wrong. So if I'm not streaming on Wednesday, you'll know why. Written on a Greg's napkin. There's like 10 Gregs in like a 5-mile radius of me, but you could say that. No, that you could say that anywhere in the fucking UK, couldn't you? You could say that literally anywhere in the UK and it'd be true. Use a lizard voice actress. I'd be happy to join if I'm available to. Means you're in the north. There's a lot of Gregs in the south too, Panda. I mean, I used to live in Plymouth. And in the Torquay area. You know, just I've been around Devon a fair bit. There's still a lot of Gregs. There's definitely a lot of Gregs in London too. On the other side of the south.
They won't see us coming.
Right, you get that one.
You feel pain.
And I do the big shoots. And now I steal its soul. And switch back to gun. Okay, my character's AI is working great. Alof just shot that bat. He's got a gun in one hand and a wand in the other. I don't think I actually know anyone called Greg, as far as I know.
Leave it to me.
I know my older brother did, because when I was a child, he had a mate called Greg who was like a part of his band or something. My older brother's band. Underneath the rubble, a mural depicts 2 conches rising from the waves. This place is really expanding out a bit, isn't it? Secrets detected. Yoink. Oh, we got zombies. Oh, you get over here too. You gotta get that ghoul before it eats me.
There's a walloping.
You are now charmed. I will mind bullets the ghoul. Alof is getting some tentacles ready. Oh, that was perfect. The blessing hit everyone there. Yeah. Good shooting. What is going on with my flame? Oh. Keith? No, I don't know anyone called Keith. Anything above London is considered north. Careful where you say that. The north-south divide is a very heated debate in the UK.
I'll deal with this.
I don't think anyone from Birmingham wants to be associated with London, so where that line is matters. America has a store named Dickies and Dick's. Damn, you just love cock over there, don't you? And hi, KC! Good point for you to drop into. We're talking about penis. How are you doing? Hope you're well, Casey. It's lovely to see you. The old city. Just making sure the area is clear before we move on. Right, let's check this possible temple to Ondra down here. Got your big video project. Was that your top games, or were we talking about a different video? Good video, by the way. Everyone should go sub to Casey on YouTube. Yeah, the top 12. Am I going to regret pushing every button I see? Oh no, it's just the door. We're good. Oh my god, is this another map exit? That leads to the Undercroft. Okay. Right, let me go back to the lone survivor. Oh, you just did, Gwen? Lovely. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm playing very zoomed out because I like to have a tactical assessment of the situation, but you zoom in, there's a lot of detail.
We're still alive. What's next for our daring escape plan?
I've opened a passage through the ruins of a temple in a lower area. He rubs the stale-smelling sweat from the back of his neck, face slack with relief. His eyes crinkle in brief uncertainty, but it ebbs just as quickly.
Then I'll make it. I know I'd hope, but honestly, I didn't really expect you'd help me.
Can't turn a blind eye to someone in need. A wistful smile twists across his dirty face.
I owe you, friend. If you're of a mind, meet with me in Port Maje. I'll make it worth your while.
Too sore to rush for it, he secures his pack with careful motions and, with a final nod, eases out into the darkness. I mean, I try to be tactical, but it's micromanagement I'm very weak at. If it was like a game that was balanced with one character in mind, then yeah, I think I'd be a bit better at this. Till then, I'm trying to set the AI up to be at least semi-competent, but I still need to manage the wizard's spells, and that's the thing. I'm going to check the old city. I may regret this, because he did say there was something huge and nasty lurking around here. And I don't know if I'm high enough level. So many bodies.
I'll see it done.
I'll take those lockpicks, though. Shades. If a shade is one skull, a shade is the lowest of the low of the undead. I can only expect it to go up from there. I'm not going to push my luck. If I did go fully turn-based, I'd probably be doing better as well, combat-wise. But I wanted to play the game as it was originally designed. Not to say they probably didn't put a lot of effort into introducing entirely new systems via free updates and patches, but you know. I wanted to play it as it was. Thank you for head pat. A deep blue, choppy-watered cove spans before you, widening down a cavern that leads eventually to the open sea. Waves clap against ramshackle docks, and the breath that fills your lungs is tinged with salt. Shouts from rowdy sailors pepper the air like buckshot. The deckhands lumber across the water-beaten docks, ready and waiting, watching the waves that roil the cove. Watch from a distance. It's then that Huana water shapers, as denoted by their robes, stride the length of the docks. Arms sweeping, lips moving, they swirl the turbulent tide into a calm, directed current. For a moment, the cove falls still and silent, as if caught in a collective bated breath. Then, slowly, a slew of black varnished dinghies, sails lowered, row steadily into the bay. The sailors whoop, shouting a jumble of bawdy greetings mixed with commands for docking and unloading the wares. The ships lurch against the wharf and are emptied of crate after unmarked crate almost immediately. The operation is efficient and quick. With a shrill whistle, a dwarven woman emerges from the squat fort jutting from the eastern side of the cavern. Twice more she whistles before the water shapers reverse the bay's current, and the ships are swept gently out of sight, back to the sea.
It's clever, I'll give him that.
Is this like a smuggler's cove that I've found? Hello. Well, friendly faces, so the guy I sent out here should be fine. Yeah, it's just a smuggler's fort. Is this stealing? Yeah, unfortunate. Can I stand there without anyone seeing me, though? Give me a sec. Thank you for the drugs. Watch where you step. Not all that's damp is water. Ew. The captain of the Tidebreaker stands stiff-backed before you, looming despite her lack of height. Her hard-muscled legs spread solidly apart, and she splays thick, calloused hands over her hips. She regards you with a heavy gaze, her chin tipped high.
And who, or what, do we have here?
Stubby fingers grind impatiently toward the flintlock tucked into her belt.
Well, I see it. You've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun.
Technically, to say I sent myself because I'm just wandering about wouldn't be inaccurate. Marina's features are harsh, cutting. Her hair is drawn up into a large braid on the top of her head. Feathers and bits of bone, teeth and phalanges wrapped with ribbon, jut from tresses that gleam like red wine in the low light. You don't doubt she'd follow through on her threat, or try to. Streetwise. No one sent me, you just have piss-poor security. Yeah, no, I just kind of wandered in.
Blunt. I like that. It's too bad then that I've got to kill you.
Oh, right, alright. She grins, a mad glint in her eye, then with a whistle to her crew, she frees her flintlock and descends upon you. No, she doesn't. Was combat meant to start? Because it didn't. We were told to expect you, a watcher coming from the row. What if I just leave? She descends eventually.
Well, leave it.
I'll take that. Materials for my ship. Alright, I guess I'll just be on my way then. I could take that ship. Where to? I could row to Queen's Berth or stay here. I'll stay here for now. I want to have more of a wander. Get some more lockpicks. You're just unnamed pirate. Nothing out here.
Iggy.
I see you have drawn on me, but I have revolutionary battle strategy to defeat you that I learned from a fellow named Joseph. Run away! I mean, I was just going to back up to a more advantageous position to force her out onto the deck, because I expected everyone else, and not just her, to go hostile. But no, it was only her, and nobody else seemed to care.
Hold it right there, mate.
Oh, hello. The pirate stares you down, hand clutching the hilt of his sword. His arm is roped with muscle and striated with pale scars.
State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood.
I'm here on behalf of Captain Eldis.
If you've come to see Mad Morena, God shield your soul.
He swipes the cutlass to point at the squat fort along the eastern lip of the cavern.
Far be it from me to be stopping your march into death. Captain's there. She's in a fit of a mood, so step lightly, aye?
About that. I may have already completely pissed her off. Oh, hello
Bide
again.
where you are, Ladson.
Oh, okay, we're chatting again.
Well, regale me.
Punch her in the mouth. Ulug's been killed. The Roparu will starve without the food he smuggled into the gullet. The captain strokes the powder horn strapped to her thigh. She exhales a ragged breath.
And you had nothing to do with it.
She's still marked
Then I
in red
need
as
to
if
know
she's
how it
hostile.
happened.
Her eyes gleam with a promise of violence. I don't know.
Guess that's the way of it sometimes. But it's not what I would have hoped for.
She sighs. Oh my god, is she going to attack me as soon as the dialogue ends?
Ulug wasn't any ruffler. He didn't deserve that.
She runs her tongue over her teeth, regaining a measure of calm.
Everyone in the gullet knows Ulug's my man. Everyone except the Mutaru. Gotta be them what got him.
She hocks a great gob of spit on the ground beneath her feet.
And though it pains me to say it, if the Mutaru are biting for blood, it's best if I back off. I can't be feeding the Roparu right under their noses.
What can I do to ensure your operation continues, safely in secret, to see the Roparu properly fed?
Leave the secrecy to me. What you need to prove is that you can be trusted well enough.
She winks.
Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous Ardra, but I have no Ardra to sell. Loot me no less than 3 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favor. If you're a particularly daring sort,
Not sure if
you
I have
might
enough.
snatch it from under their noses. Them Valian trading princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there is one other that tickles mine. Ply me with enough coin to hire fresh hands, bribe a few officials, enjoy a taste of flesh, and I'm yours.
How much coin we talking?
Oh, I guess
She ticks the various expenses on her fingers.
30,000 copper
30
ought to cover
grand?
it.
I think I'll go for the Ardra. Which I just happen to already have. Here you go.
I invite you to hand it over swiftly then.
The captain's expression brightens, lit with her greed.
Ah, what lovelies. Aye, fine work you've done. Work I won't be likely to forget. And neither will Captain Aldi's. Best believe I'll be sending her a missive to sing of your praises.
Glad we could get this sorted in a single conversation.
A deal's a deal then. We'll catch us a fresh contact. Round up the shipments again soon. Strong and sure. The Ruparu will have to stand on their own 2 feet someday. But for now, we'll keep them out of the ground.
She dips her chin in a gruff nod farewell. And then attacks. God damn it. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. She was marked in red. Alright, we're gonna have to burn everything here because we're gonna be frickin' flanked. I mean, I got a major bonus reputation with the pirates. Just in general. Spill your guts before I spill your blood. Okay. 2 hours later. Ig lying flat on a therapist's couch. I still got abandonment issues from my goldfish running out on me. Thanks, Bob. You really are a good listener. I might be able to pull this out. We'll see. We pull these guys out. You get ready, you get blessed. And if I charm the right one, I can buy us some time. If I charm their healer, lovely, that'll help. Right. Alof, I want you helping take out the ones in the back there. I want you to charge down these 2 while this guy's stunned. You do a circle of protection.
I wish I could. Right on time.
Oh, that charge was perfect. Right. That's only versus 1. Distract all foes in the area. Okay, circle of protection. Oh, I got interrupted. Circle of protection's up. We are quite injured. Fireball helped. I think we could do with another.
That wasn't that bad.
Darkness.
Cleric is taking a big beating.
Send a light, wait.
You're occupied. Actually, can you leap back here? So you can heal yourself. Nope, she's down. I'm shooting the captain. I should be helping knock these guys out. Fractured Volition is single target. Let's get this bruiser on our side. There you go. You get this cutthroat together. You're ganging up on my wizard. I don't like that. Dull-mindedness. I don't want to hit myself with it. Okay, that guy's down. Brilliant. This guy's nearly down. I'm going to do an empowered knock-up. You're going to do an empowered necrotic lance on that one. Okay, wonderful. I am a little low. Gorn's Pledge. Stand closer. Shit. I'm knocked out. Tanks are still up. Caster's still up. What else we got? Okay, great, great. You go knock up the Mad Marina. I have one level 1 spell left. Yeah, no, just minor missiles.
Right on target.
Nice. Right, you're out of spell slots. You still have a sunbeam. You can do that. Blind this guy and finish him off. Okay, you second wind. Alright, and you get behind to attack her in the back and we're good. Nice, there we go. See, we did it. We just took 2 injuries in the process. I've lost a moderate amount of reputation. Oh god, do the pirates hate me now? It's got 2 red bits, but also 2 blue bits. That's... so we're neutral? Go back in time and don't kill the person. I would have to go all the way back to the start of this zone. Alright. I felt really proud just handling that fight. Alright, so instead... Yeah, watch from a distance. We'll go around so the guard introduces us instead. And I'll get the lockpicks here again. Because the guard introduced me, that gave me the go ahead for doing the quest rather than turning a hostile.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. If you've got
Because Veildis, yep.
And do. Where I see it.
Yeah, she's blue now. Oh no, this has gone the same way again. I could still see piss poor security. I've come to assist you as a favour to Captain Eldis.
She always has the most lovely and interesting sorts. Say I happen to have a
Yeah,
few.
you want
If
the
them
Ardra.
otherwise, you could raid them in shallow. Well, regale me.
The Reparo will starve without food.
And you had nothing to
Don't know how it
say.
happened.
Ulu, everyone in the gully. I know it pains me to say. You know what I want. Get me the. I
I've got
invite
the
you to
Adra.
hand it over swiftly there.
There we
And
go.
neither will Captain Aldi's. A deal will catch the Rupa.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. Shame. I wanted to see what this secret was. Inform Inouye about the deal.
There's something ahead.
You got traps in here. I might be able to pinch that without a knowing.
Keeping an eye out. Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Hehe.
I see it. As you
Alright, see ya. I guess I'll get the boat back.
leave it to me.
Yeah, get the extra supplies. Row back to Queensberth. Silent as a becalmed sea, you row through the narrow cavern into Nekataka's Bay, making your way to Queensberth. Right. And I can take that back to the Undercroft, I think, if I want to. Tell about the deal. I need to go to the Temple of Gorn still. The luminous bathhouse in the Overlook. Harbinger's Watch is still rated as 2 levels higher than me. Okay, each skull is like a level. Until it turns red, then it's more than, then it just means more than 3. You're still gonna be my survival and athletic expert. Right, we have access to a new tier of abilities, and we can get 2. 5% resistance, 5% of hits converted to crits. Bit of extra deflection. Armor recovery penalty down. I'll take Guardian stance, because I do want you to be like my big tank. You have Unbending. Quarter of the damage you've taken is converted into healing. So you basically take 25% less damage. Might as well be. I could also increase your Into the Fray and level that up. Pull allies to safety, or reduce an enemy's armor. Or base health you gain with each level. Is that retroactive? +2. It's got to be retroactive, right? Enemies that disengage from the fighter are immediately attacked and proned. That's good. That's good. Enemies' armor rating significantly reduced. And you have charge. Which did great in that fight, which is no longer canon. "25% of damage taken converted into healing." I don't think that is quite what you're saying. It says 15 seconds. No, say he takes 10 damage. 25% of that is converted into a heal over time. So 2.5 will become healing over time, along with any subsequent attacks for 15 seconds. I'm just simplifying it in my head as just saying it might as well be 25% less damage overall. because he just gets it back. What's that weapon? A damage bonus to your proficient weapons. 10% damage bonus. With an extra 5 later on if I take it. It's 10% straight up damage. But you're not my damage dealer, you're my tank. So I feel like I want to make you resistant to afflictions. Yeah, you're resistant to becoming shaken, frightened, or terrified. You've seen a lot, Adia. It makes sense that you'd be a little hard to shake. Mechanics again. I'm going to start taking more insight. One ability for one class. See, because that one's got blue on it, it made me think... Oh no, it does switch like that. It was on Cypher, but Rogue was selected UI-wise? That's odd. I could upgrade my blind. Blinding 3. They take 3 damage every 3 seconds until the fight ends, or they die. While blinded, all attacks on the target will add a stacking penalty to deflection. That sounds brilliant. Or strike the bell. Strike the target violently in the head. Just weapon range, so I can shoot them violently in the head, interrupting them. Yeah, I think I'd be interrupted quite severely if I was shot in the head. 9 raw damage for 3 seconds for 9 seconds. If it's a two-handed weapon that does it, they're staggered for 9 seconds. So if you do it ranged, you get bonus penetration. That's good. Interrupts on even a graze. So yeah, no, this could be really good too. If I see a wizard casting something, I can just shoot them in the head and say no. You're not doing that. I feel like that's good. Right, Alof. Metaphysics. More athletics. I have a very athletic wizard in the party. 2 new wizard abilities. Yeah. 20% extra range. Yes, please. 10% speed. Oh, I'm definitely taking spell range. Are you kidding me? Right. The shapeable spells. Ringrim's Enervating Terror. That's Weaken and Terrify. Only to enemies. So that's alright. Blast of Frost. Anyone in the conical area of effect. 39 to 62 is good damage. Malignant Cloud. Raw damage to everyone in the cloud. That's just cloud kill, isn't it? Wall of Force. Crushes and hobbles enemies when they pass through it, but allies can walk through it. That's not that much damage. Spirit Lance. Summon a lance for 25 seconds to attack your enemies. Safeguard. Magical Contingency. When the caster is bloodied or lower, knock all nearby enemies back and prone while gaining armor. or bitter mooring. An immobilizing affliction. Frigid ray of energy that does freeze damage. Not that much damage. Really? The black hole doesn't do damage? That's a shame. Torrent of flame. Can't be shaped. But because it's centered around the caster. I kind of want to take Blast of Frost. I'm just a slut for spell shaping. I want to shape all the spells. Just so I can have like a concentrated fireball, you know, for more damage. That's cool. I'm probably going to steal that idea for my next D&D campaign to give my wizard something cool, if there's a wizard in the party. Like you can now shape your spells, make it bigger but take away 2d6 damage, or make it smaller and add more. Religion. You are my religion expert. You can also have little on athletics as a treat. So everyone has pretty good second wind. Right, you now have Wicked Briars. Sprouts thick, thorny vines. Neat. Revive the Fallen, which can be shaped. Far distance. You get Farcaster as well. Or I can boost your healing done. Boosting healing seems like it'd be good. Revives with 50 health. Inspirations are for like they're for countering debuffs in this game, right? Resolute and Tenacious then could help a lot, because that would help with Resolve and Might. But are there that many Resolve and Might afflictions? I've got Aware, so that counters Blind. I think that's how this works. And there's only one healing spell. Like, restore, like, critical wounds and stuff, they seem to be gone. And it's just restore now. I mean, there are a few health spells, but you know. Might and accuracy. I can cast spells without using a spell slot. Want to see me do Malignant Cloud? Hand me that can of beans. Nick, no, we've talked about this. I'm Matt Mercer, and this is... Shit, god damn it. I've not played Phoenix Wright in so long, and you're still doing that. Cannot die for 8 seconds. You can cast it fast. But you cast it just as fast as Restore with the same recovery time. So in the time I stopped them from dying, I could have just healed them. How much does this heal? 5 every 3 seconds. I'll just give you Farcasting as well. It's a safe bet. Revive and Farcast. Right. Yeah, but the longer I go without streaming it, the more it alienates new viewers. It's not like I have any game that is a channel mainstay. It's just Ace Attorney has so many games in the damn series. I'm still not quite done because I still need to do Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Yeah, that's the one. Well, you like Goof Shoe, do ya? Yeah. Well, Goof Shoe likes you too. Let's go back to the gullet. Oh, when I'm not playing that game, I don't have many opportunities to do that voice. Need to go back to Annoy's home. So these guys will start getting food again from the pirates, even though I said I was going to go to some other people for it, but, you know, I stumbled onto the pirates first, so it just happened. The old man grimaces some attempt at a smile. He inclines his head to you, indicating he's aware of your presence. The Principe will supply food again if more Reparo work with them.
I have no choice but to hope this venture together fares better than our last. We will accept the Principe's generosity and work to return it tenfold. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both kith and gods. Always the Reparu will know of your kindness. Should you need refuge within Nekadaka, know that the Reparu will stand by your side.
Alright, take care.
May Amira's wind ever fill your sails, girl. We will not forget what you have done for us.
Hooray! I did a good. For once.
Adair, I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong, exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking, is all.
Oh. Well, thanks for clearing that up.
I want you two to kiss.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
Hi. A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on, with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
Are you alright? She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I found Bataro in the old city. He's dead.
Of course. I only hoped.
She looks away, breaking off, shaking her head.
It is no matter. Thank you for telling me.
How did you know the man who was lowered into the old... How did you know him? One of the children starts to say something, but Biha shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. He was trying to tell you something.
More words. They did not save him, and we cannot eat them. I say, what good are they then?
She turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
Oh, she pauses to take another couple swings. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to let her get it out of her system.
The Rowattians promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with an even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. So sorry.
It is only another word.
She shrugs, still catching her breath.
Outsiders cover our islands with walls and gates. Many Huana come to Nekataka, but even here, the outsiders crowd us. In the villages, the chieftains know even the Roparu. Here, even neighbors are strangers. That is Deadfire now.
She shakes her head angrily.
I only want to be free of this place. That is how the trouble started. I heard a Rowattian captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
She bares her teeth at the memory. Maybe I can talk to her for you? She looks at you with the same critical eyes she's been giving her laundry, wringing and tugging the reeds.
They say many Rowattian captains are women. Maybe her ears will open better to you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging clothes, the huddled children, and the warped and splintering walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks, when he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
How many of you need passage?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Does no one else from the cast look after them?
Akira. It was so in the village, where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
How about this stash of coin? Worry creases her face. She sizes you up with a quick look.
I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you.
She licks her lips.
After what happened, Bataro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Rowattians. If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body.
I think I know where it is because I read his soul. God, where did he hide it again? Maybe it's in my quest log. In a corner of rubble near the tavern. Wonderful. I wonder if I can grab it and give it to her.
All right. Which one of us am I thinking of now?
You be thinking of the Watcher.
That's 10 in a row. That's some talent you got.
Aye, the talent of noticing who you be glancing at before you ask me who you be thinking of.
600. Okay. Was that it? And it said it was like more money than he and his family had ever earned. Holy crap. Let me see if I can give it to her, or maybe I'll need to give it to the captain directly on her behalf, but I'll just see if I can give it to her.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I found the money Bataro hid. Take it.
That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduzo will accept it in exchange for passage.
All right. I'll give it to her instead then. So they can get themselves and the kids out of here. Right.
Where did you hear that? About the boss?
There
With
you
my
are.
own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
This Rawatayan sits ramrod straight. On the table near her are a half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find yours.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
A merchant from the White That Wends. Seduzo keeps her eyes on you even as she speaks to the soldier. There's only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
The captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
She glances around quickly, as if she expects someone to jump out of another corner of the tavern. Did you cross paths with a man named Bataro?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
She stiffens and raises her cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
It's best when people say what they mean. If you do business, you should learn the culture. I know these are like personality responses, but I'm just going to say what happened.
This fellow wanted passage on my ship, as if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
She upends her empty cup. Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. You notice again that her hand is shaking.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
She shakes her head.
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenet.
The swollenet?
A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principi carry them.
Go on.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so.
She scowls and shudders.
I called for the guards, and they dragged him away.
Oh,
That
you're
is
the one who
last
got
I
him
saw of
killed
him.
then. Bihar and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
She picks a stray thread from her smooth, crisp jacket.
Why do you bring this to me?
You're a merchant now. I'll pay you to take them.
I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. That is assuming you have the coin.
Their children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3, plus the food and water they require.
Three's better than 0. All right.
Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
Is there anything I can do to find enough room for all the children?
And I told you there is none. The 3 I agreed to take will barely fit in the hold as it is.
Her hand tightens around her cup.
What is your business with me?
All right. Let's go give the news then. Which house was it again? It was this one, right? Yeah. Oh. A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar on his forearm, and he's rolled his sleeve up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Really? This is what we're doing? You sure about this, dude? He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. How convenient. You just walked into my trap. Oh, it's a bluff. and it gets me Shady points, but I kind of want to say that.
What?
Obviously, this spot is perfect for an ambush. It's got few exits, distance from the guards, plenty of drunk marks. The thugs whisper worriedly among one another. After a brief conference, the leader gives you a wan smile.
Here's everything. Take it.
He throws a handful of coin at your feet and takes off running. The others soon follow. They hurry off and disappear into the crowd. I get to use my bluff skill, yay! I mean, okay, there's 3 kids. The kids can go safely.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I spoke with the captain about passage.
What say, then?
She only has room for 3 of you.
3? All this, and you say some must stay behind?
She lowers her voice and the children lean closer, trying to hear. Biha's fingers absently shred one of the reeds. This has to be your decision.
I need a moment. I must consider it.
But she can't meet the children's eyes. She's made her choice. Alof nods, a quiet smile etched across his lips.
Why is it some wins still feel like losses? Maybe the temple can take the rest in.
Only dirty rags remain in the cribs. I feel like she left and took her 2 babies with her then. And she's left the older kids.
You've caught the eye of someone important.
A cloaked figure sidles up to you, hidden behind a raspy whisper and a long, drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail.
Her teeth flash under her hood.
Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Dario. Ah, the King of Thieves wishes to meet. I wonder if the guards have anything to say about me getting out without using the lift.
The gullet is no place to
No?
wander.
Okay. Oh, full on repair material. I was saying, because that lift's the only way up and down that they know of. And they brought it back up empty, and then I just reappear? They're not concerned there's a way out of there?
I say Biha did right leaving the gullet. She went and did what she needed.
I don't disagree. But the little waifs, how are they to make on?
You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. A long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes at this distance. The chatter and bustle of the gullet continues behind you. Go right. You trudge along the darkened passage and reach an intersection. The tunnel branches off to the right. You hear no distant murmur of voices down the darkened path, but see no one. Go right again. The tunnel branches to the left. The floor around the entrance is spattered with something as thick and dark as tar. It looks like Sveth. Go left. A handful of guards emerge and block your way, crossing their thick arms over their chests. One of them spits a viscous black glob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug between his teeth. Better head back, friend. It's invitation only past here. Yeah, Dario sent a messenger for me. The guards nod and let you pass, chomping loudly on mouthfuls of sveth. Ew. At the end of the passage is a stately door crafted of polished mahogany. Through the small slit in the door, you catch flashes of fire-cast shadows and bright textiles. The scent of sandalwood and cinnamon oil come to you on a warm draft. Whatever's beyond the door is likely far more elegant than anything else you've seen near the gullet. Yeah, I hate that too. Ugh. Don't keep the boss waiting. Trap detected. I can open that.
Iggy.
It's made of mahogany. 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 I remember that bit, that's why I said it with a bit of enunciation. I also remember all that time chopping teak and mahogany in RuneScape to up my construction level. Good times. I want to get back to RuneScape someday, but I don't know if I want to do old school or modern. The thin, long-limbed man holds a handkerchief in one hand and a threaded needle in the other. As you approach, he sets his handiwork aside, and you see an elaborate goldwork pattern embroidered around the edge. The same pattern that adorns his brilliant tunic. You also notice a strange bulk beneath the thin fabric of his trouser legs that runs from the hip to ankle.
The hero of the Riparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
He leans forward with a squeak of leather and a rattle of metal. You see something protruding above his boots, the bottom of a leg brace.
Well, ain't you sitting fat and happy in your home while just outside people are starving? He may look like a prince, but he smells like a pirate.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there, no?
He dips his head in a mock bow. Then he turns back to you.
Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensbirth.
His mouth twitches in a smile.
But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner.
You tried a while ago, but you didn't have patience. Honestly, I find the grind only really starts to become a big deal past 60, and by that point, you can do so many quests, and the quests are like the highlight of the game for me. I love the quests. Why did you invite me?
I have a job. One that could use a watcher's skills. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me.
A cornet. He flutters his slender hands in a way that resembles a bird taking flight. Most people of your standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your
He's dead,
special
isn't he?
gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace.
He pauses, bending his fingers.
The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district.
The one thing I'm tempted to do is that if people in the community wanted to play with me, we could do like a group Iron Man thing, where it's just like our community. Because I feel like that would be cool, but I don't know if there'd be enough interest for it to be worth.
Hey, Val, take a break.
Hydrate.
Have some water.
Stop slouching.
And fix throwables. Hang on a sec while I get that sorted. It might take a sec. Sometimes it likes to hang. Don't crash on me. Just do the thing. Do the thing, please. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. And if you're not familiar, Iron Man in RuneScape means you can't interact with other players or use the Grand Exchange. So we'd all be like self-sufficient off each other. We could trade to each other because we're in a group Iron Man. So we could trade with each other and do things together, but we wouldn't be able to like use the Grand Exchange or anything. Or trade with players outside. We'd all be reliant on each other's skills. So like one of us could focus mining and smelting, one of us could focus crafting, that kind of thing. And then we'd all help each other.
With your unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Decano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
And also on that topic, I'd probably focus cooking and fishing. I'd provide food for the group. I think as Group Iron Man, is there like a shared bank? Hang on, I want to look this up, because if there is, then we don't always have to be on at the same time. I am making a tangent from the stream here, but I'm looking up the Group Iron Man mode. Group Iron Man players may trade freely within the group. New members that join an existing group will be subject to trade limits that raise weekly. Okay. Group Iron Man players adhere to the drop mechanics of traditional Iron Man while in the wilderness, with the notable exception that they're able to loot drops from killing their group members. Oh dear. Group Iron Man players have access to group shared storage. Hey! Available via the regular bank interface. All players in the group can deposit into shared storage, but only one player can access it at a time. Initially, there are 80 spaces. However, by any member of the team completing a task, they permanently increase the group's storage up to a maximum of 200. Oh, more than double. So shared storage unlocks... Oh, it's like a kind of achievement-based system. So it's like, have any member of this group reach a total player level of 500 or something like that. Get so many quest points. Achieve a combat level of 50, that kind of thing. Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. I might start putting that together. Wait, hang on, one more thing. How big can an Iron Man group be? Oh, it's only 2 to 5 players. It's only up to 5 people. Iron Man accounts can change to an unranked group Iron Man and join a group that way. That's a one-way change. 7-day grace period. Okay, 5 people. But we may have 5 people who are interested. If there's more than 5, then I don't know. Like, how many of you are interested? Like, we'd have Gwen, Lauren, Johanna, me. That's already 4. Pick your 5 favorite children. So we'd have room for 1 more if all of you do want to commit and join me on this. Right, but anyway, what is the Cornet of Waves?
It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts.
One hand plays with the elaborate decoration at his sleeve.
Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank.
A RuneScape membership is no longer dirt cheap. It's comparable to a regular MMO subscription these days. Tano. Dario, but I've done everything you asked. Dario, Giancarlo Esposito. Who? I don't know who that is. Hang on, let me Google. Maybe I do know and I don't recognize the name. We'll see. Oh, Oh, the payday dentist. That's where I know him from. I'm sorry, but your employment is being terminated at this time. Your conduct has not been up to Polos Hermanos standards. That shotgun noise. Where's my fucking shotgun noise? There. Yeah, no, I cannot emulate that. That guy has a freaking golden voice. I cannot emulate that. You need a membership. You can be a free player in RuneScape still. They still have a free player service that does limit how much you can do, and I'm not sure if you're not allowed into Iron Man. But yeah, I don't know. Some of his early work, I just know him from The Dentist. I've not played Far Cry 6. I know he's in Breaking Bad, but I've never seen it.
Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself. I do not believe in such superstition, of course.
He frowns. Yet you see the tension in the way he pinches the fabric of his sleeve. He wants this artifact. Badly. You don't mean valuable in the monetary sense, do you? He coughs into his hand to hide his fluster.
I have told you all you need to know of the coronet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
Oh, level up. You could help me with insight a little bit. Increase the party bonus overall, because high insight and high perception go well together. I'll give you a little more mechanics as well, because that also applies to me as a party bonus. Right, you get one ability for one class. Dominate someone. What's the difference between dominate and charm? Negative intellect, alliance flip. Negative intellect, alliance flip. But you can't use active abilities. So it is just a more powerful charm because they can also use abilities on their former comrades. It's 30 focus. Yeah, I mean, they're all 30 focus because these are the level 3 abilities. Could be good in large group encounters.
Well?
Right, off we go then. Unless...
Well?
Can I can. I can steal from this chest and they won't see me.
I'll deal with this.
Yoink. Alright, see ya. Alright, back to the gullet. Right. The Overlook. Let's check out the Overlook. Well, not even done any sailing today, have we? We just arrived here, and this place is just full of content.
Hey, pupper.
He sees the dog. Get the dog. New dog acquired. Incoming hits are turned into grazes. Party's more effective with healing. Drugs, cape, robes. Spatial alacrity potion. A blunderbuss. One-handed. Oh, I've got an exceptional blunderbuss and a fine pist. I could dual wield fucking shotguns. Pan's Respite. One-handed saber. When did I get that? Who uses sabers? You do, don't you? Hang on. Weapon proficiency. Sabers and swords. I mean, you're good with both, really. This is fine and allows you to get more bonus with a shield. This does freeze damage. Yeah, no, that's a tanking sword. That, because it goes with shields. You stick with that one. I don't think anyone else here uses sabers. Do you? Do you have sabers? No. Your maces and axes. What's in the box? Oh, you tuck one under your arm as you load one of them and then do it with the other one. There are ways. They're able to be wielded one-handed. They're not going to be that heavy. Luminous bathhouse. Did I have to go there for something? I forgot. Find more luminous Ardra. Serpent's Crown District. The Kahanga Palace. That's at the very top. That's DLC. Sacred Stair District. That's at Serpent's Crown as well. Temple of Gorn. Question Udine at the Luminous Bathhouse, right? If I can find them. Hang on, these people are naked. Zoom out. Zoom out, I'll get less in trouble if I'm fully zoomed out. Can't make out as much detail. I don't see anyone called Udine here. Maybe upstairs? Oh no, they're right there.
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
A venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flushed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. Her eyes open and their sharp gaze focuses on you. I'm not complaining. It's just most video games would give them underwear. You're Udine, right? We heard you know where we can find Romaro.
Oh, you poxy old salt. Spill what you know before we spill your guts.
Getting a bit aggressive there, Seraphim.
Seraphim.
She smiles, an expression both sad and kind.
Romaro described you pointedly. He told me that you would come were you in danger.
Danger? Nay, not I. But I do seek him, though. And I feel that he needs me. Feel it in the deep depths of my furry fun sack. If you care for him, you'll be telling me what you know.
He bade me not tell anybody of his plans, ye included. He's left this area, afeard of the danger he fishes on those near to him.
Please help my friend Udine. He loves Romero like a father.
He's the nearest thing I got to kin. Why didn't he trust me?
Seraphim's head drops.
He did trust you. He trusted you wholly.
Udine frowns at Seraphim, her eyes wet.
I'll tell you, and trust you to con best what to make of the conning. Romaro treated me as galleon for mine clipper. A stuggy trade, surely, but he insisted that he needed the speed. I can't tell you what he intends, but he set sail for Sayuka, intending to replenish there. That's everything I con, for whatever good it does you.
He gave up the sorcerer? And for what? An elven clipper? Makes as much sense as Doug's on a Drake cap. He'd be easy catchings for any freebooter after his hide.
Who's hunting him besides Malnaj?
That salted cockfuss be the biggest threat, sure as shit. But others will want that bounty too. Not to mention a favour comes with it.
Well, we should hurry to Sayuka then.
Aye, Cap, you've read my mind. And here with me thinking that were my skill in particular. Thank you mightily, lass. Enjoy the baths.
He bows to Udine.
Safe travels. The wages of war catch ye up soon or soon.
Anything else about? Ooh.
I'll see it done.
Yoink. Someone left their drugs in the bathhouse.
What are you doing? Get out!
No, I'm just looting your stuff, don't mind me. Oh, there might be something on the balcony. I know I've got to like load out and then load back in to load out again. If I go this way, but if there's treasure up there, I'll never forgive myself. Like these plants.
Nago.
You just pull them straight out of the plant pots. These are mine now. Oh, there's a cat. Yoink. That's my cat now. Also gives stride. You move more quickly in combat and your party's attacks are less likely to miss. So we get stride. Do we want crit then? Or accuracy? Probably accuracy. We have a cat now.
Nago. You have truly put your foot in it.
No, it's not Zuma speak. My gosh. Getting hungry. That's how I know it's nearly time to wrap up. I'm a hungry. Oh, what's in the boiler
You
room?
must gather your party before we...
Baby acquired. I need to get more money. I could get a menagerie for my ship and get, well, a nicer ship too. This crack in the wall is perhaps just wide enough to accommodate an Almower squeezing in sideways. The passage seems to widen the deeper it goes. Alright, let's go. Let's just sneak under the bathhouse and see where it leads. Where am I? I'm in Archimir's Manor? Alright. This wall looks recently repaired. Many of the stones are new and were cut to fit into the older structure around it. It would take an appropriate tool or considerable brawn to overcome the obstacle. I have considerable brawn. The mortar gives at the last instant, collapsing a section of the wall large enough for a group to pass through single file. As the last of the loosened stones tumble free, you catch the silver glint of a wire snapping. Somewhere in the manor, a mixture of bells and horns sound a discordant alarm, which fades over time and is replaced by the sound of high-pitched cackling growing closer. Bye! You didn't see nothing. Just immediately set off the alarm. Nobody saw me though, so I think it's okay. Metalwork, Overlook Cuisine, Water Shapers Guild. Oh, I was in the basement of this place. This giant manor. Refreshments, dark cupboard, exotic herbs.
Hey, Val.
Raiment.
What do you think about some juice?
Yeah, I'll have
Stop
a drink.
slouching.
Did the queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira. I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
Right, I have the path to the Serpent's Crown now, but I want to go to the Sacred Stair. want to get to the Temple of Gorn for Jyoti, because she seemed to be quite struggling a bit with all the souls in her possession.
Seraphim, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and a half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
Alright, down to the Temple of Gorn. I don't think I'm on a time limit or anything, but it seemed more urgent than other things that I've got going on at the moment.
Leave it to me.
Right.
It's...
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there, under the statue of Gon.
Yeah, let me just take... Oh, no, that's steel.
Gon
Don't touch that
hears
one.
your prayers, surely as I do.
That one's not, though. Cat! Cat spotted! Accuracy with melee. Bonus health for the party. Rubbing the back of her neck self-consciously, Jyoti casts her gaze to the side.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead.
She sighs, nudging a bit of mud from her boots before she lifts her face to settle on you with her big dark brown eyes.
Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins.
Pronounced Icor, but alright. They just don't know your value.
Why are you so fine to me, Watcher?
She shakes her head, hard.
Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to Gon.
Speaking of Gorn,
Yeah,
she cants her head to the side.
lay it on me.
Why are you gathering these souls anyway?
I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters.
The Beyond hasn't gone dark. It's well lit with living Ardra.
Not yet, no. But soon.
Subconsciously, she clutches tighter the hilt of her sickle.
Gon has shown me the coming end.
What if you stopped?
That ain't gonna happen.
Grinding her teeth, she shoots you an incredulous expression.
You'd ask me to turn my back on my god?
The Dawn Stars are all about goodness and light. Why are you so concerned with death and darkness?
Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds.
Alright, well, let's cleanse your soul then.
Alright, yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
Kneeling before the statue of Gorn, Jyoti set her lantern between her knees. Head bowed, she presses both palms to the copper cage. A low chant lilts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from her lantern glows brighter, as does the lantern that the statue of Gorn holds in one skeletal hand. The two lights pulse in rhythm with the chant, resonating with each other. Twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Gorn's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence bathes Jyoti's bent form, making her jolt upright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure.
Jyoti offers you a half smile as she retrieves her lantern, trembling fingers curling against the gleaming metal cage.
Let's just hope it lasts, 'cause my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind. All right, I'll be
Let's
right
go.
behind you.
That didn't seem to help her at all. Bit concerning. Alright, nothing else up there. Alright, it's gone past 9 and I'm very, very hungry, so we're going to wrap up there. And we'll be playing more of this on Wednesday. I'm taking tomorrow off this week for my one day off, because tomorrow's going to be a big day for me moving all my stuff upstairs, so... Assuming everything goes well with the internet installation as well, I'll be back on Wednesday. If something does go wrong, I don't know how long it'll take. But hopefully, back on Wednesday and everything will be fine. Hopefully. So let's do a main save. There we go. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. Definitely. Bring up the schedule. Showcase that. So yeah, more Pillars Wednesday, if all goes according to plan. Then more Kingdom Come and Greb probably finishing Call of Pripyat, judging from where they're at in the game. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching the VOD. Social links are in the description beneath the like button. You can keep up to date with everything to do with the streams, and if you're watching live, those are now in the chat. You can find our Discord server, Blue Sky page, and the tip page if you've had such a good time you can't think of anything better to do than throw money at me, which would be appreciated. I've gotten a fair bit toward furniture and I'm very grateful for that, but moving is expensive. So any extra does help out a lot, and if I feel I've got everything I need, the rest will probably go towards some of the myriad games that are coming out this month. Or that are already out. Civ 7 looks a bit of a messy launch, so I'll probably give that some time. But yeah, that's all that sorts. That's going to be the end of the VOD. Thank you for watching on YouTube, and I will see you in the next VOD. Good night.